fuck everything up. But I made it back uninjured.
I half expected to see you like come crashing on your chair as going live.
It would have happened. All right, so fun fact, I hit broadcast, but I had to run upstairs to get something. Welcome to the Full 42, where we're already telling stories. We are sans Chris tonight as he moves into his new castle. But we have one of our favorite guests, Andrew Wolf. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me back on. It's always a pleasure.
Anytime.
Yeah, I love being on the show. I love watching the show. I think I told y'all, even though, and I guess we're gonna talk about it a little bit, I was traveling and out of town and missed watching live the last 2 weeks because I was in London for Pokemon World Championships, which we can talk about in a little bit. I still came back and went back and watched both episodes when I got home.
Thank you.
Yeah,
look, it's really fun. They were both really good. I wanted to see the full Gen Con recap because I didn't go to Gen Con, and the week before you kind of touched on stuff, but Chris wasn't around for it. So watching the three of you walk around and seeing the floor, took me back. That was really fun. And hearing the commentary, sort of after the fact from it. And then last week you had Jeremy Howard on, and that was really, really great too.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really fun to watch. It was a little hard because it's like, I want to comment. It's like, oh, I can't because it's not live. I have thoughts and feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely awkward. There's the one episode I wasn't on that you were on, and the more recent episode with Ian Moss that I wasn't on, like watching it being like, I want to contribute. This is such good conversation, and you can't.
Yeah. Hi, Donnie and Alan and Steven, who are all watching.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, everybody.
What's Steven saying? We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Exactly.
Howdy, Alan. Donnie, as always. Yeah, it's right there for you to see. If Chris is watching, maybe later.
Oh, you got that. Those are the hats that you got at Gen Con?
Oh,
up here, yeah.
Did you pick up another one? No, you already had that, right?
No, I didn't have any. I got this one at Gen Con this year.
Oh, got you.
Yep. So tonight we are going to talk to Andrew about obviously the Pokemon World Championships in London, that whole experience. I guess TCGs or trading card games, TCGs in general. I have a couple questions, I guess, about some things that have happened recently in the industry. And then we'll play both in either order. One of our favorites or one of the games that are becoming our favorites, worst case scenario. And we'll learn a little bit more about Andrew's fears and desires. And Color Brain. That's the docket. Obviously, your questions in the chat. Feel free to ask, follow along, play along, all the things that you normally do every week on Mondays. And like and subscribe. I don't think I've ever said that, but I have the banner running, so I'm going to say it. So, Andrew.
Yes.
How was London?
London, baby.
Yeah.
For anybody who still enjoys Friends, I mean, who doesn't? Although I can't do the accent. London was great. It's the first time I had ever been to the city, to England at all. It was really fun. The first couple days I went for, I guess, all told, like 9 days. And the event was like most gaming events, like a Thursday through Sunday thing. But I got there like the prior Saturday and spent some time exploring London, just like the heart of the city, seeing all the history and culture. It's a very walkable city. Learn how to navigate the tube, the underground, and yeah, just Big Ben and Parliament and the British Museum and Big Ben and Parliament. Look, kids, Big Ben.
Please tell me you had the opportunity to do that.
I mean, I didn't drive, but I walked around that circle.
Nice.
I didn't like repeatedly walk around it just to make that joke to myself, but you walk through there and you're just like, yeah, Big Ben, Parliament. It's also very close to Westminster Abbey.
So speaking of friends, did you like step into the map?
No, but and it's funny because like who uses maps anymore? Everything is on our phones now.
Yeah.
So, like stepping in, you don't even have to get your bearings because your phone will do everything, including like tell you what direction you're facing. But I can remember backpacking through Europe many years ago when smartphones didn't exist and we had to use maps. And like I remember when that joke was made and could visualize that. It's like, yeah, I remember like holding out a map and thinking like, okay, where am I on this, and orienting it so that you get the right direction. And I was like, how did any of us ever do anything without smartphones?
Oh, I know. It was funny because when I went to that tabletop day in Syracuse, my phone is so old that it stopped connected to the towers. So if I wasn't connected to Wi-Fi, my GPS wasn't working. Like Google Maps was not working at all. So I had to like go a place where I had Wi-Fi, like enter the address and then leave. So it became a little bit, iffy. And then I started to like think about that. It's like, what did we used to do before? Like, and maps are not.
Right, yeah, big paper maps, and you have to fold them out. I think for nostalgic purposes, I just kept like a packet with all of my stuff when I backpacked through Europe. This was like 1996. And so, I just kind of, I had a journal and like a folder that had like my pictures were, actual pictures that you had to get printed and stuff. And, so I've got some that all stored away somewhere, but I think I kept all the maps too, because every time you go to another city, you need another map. It's not like you can't have like one giant map of Europe that's going to cover all of the cities. Yeah. So you get to a new city and you get another map, and then I don't know. I held on to them, and those things were so dog-eared and folded and ripped and torn. But that's how we did it.
The only way you did it.
Yeah.
I mean, you could ask somebody for directions, but you don't know if they're telling you the truth.
That's true. And if nothing is in your common language, you're just like, they might be saying something to you, but how it reads, I mean, Katia, you probably know better because you speak multiple languages. If someone was somebody who was maybe like a native French speaker was giving me directions in English, but with a French accent and pronouncing things in a way, it's like, just because it's pronounced in a way doesn't mean that's how I'm going to read it when I see it spelled out.
Yeah.
So that is even creating more of a disconnect.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I just, anytime I needed to go somewhere, I just put the destination in my phone, and it gave you all the choices. Like, do you want to walk there? Do you want to use, the transit system? Do you want to get a car? Here are all your options, all this stuff. And it makes things a lot easier. And then the phone also pays for things, so you never have to take a card out or anything. It's got all this, touchless Google Pay, Apple Pay stuff. So every time you need to use the underground, you just like, your phone just does everything for you. It's like, okay, you're here now, pay for the thing. Great. Okay, now get on this thing, go to this station, wait for this train. It'll take this long, get off after X amount of stops. And I don't know. Yeah.
And was the Pokemon World Championship in London per se, or was it a little bit on the outside?
It was, but it was kind of on the outside. So I think when for people who haven't been to London, when you think of like London proper, like the downtown area or the sort of historic sites, like Buckingham Palace or Big Ben or Parliament, those are all like within a kind of grouped within a particular area along one bank of the Thames, which was a little bit more sort of on the western area of London. The event was in a place called the Excel Center, which was probably, I don't know, 15, 20 miles east of that. So it was a little bit farther out because they just needed a huge space. Like there's not big convention center space. So it's sort of like in the heart of the city. So it had to be a little bit removed. But the train still got you anywhere you needed to go. So although there were rail strikes a couple of days we were there. Because, I mean, you know, unions and workers and stuff like that. But I liked to observe they were the like most polite strikes I've ever experienced. Like there were all these notifications when you were using the trains, like be aware there may be some delays or outages on these days due to striking workers for these reasons. You know, it's just like, we're going to strike, but we're going to be very British about it.
Yeah. It's funny.
Interesting.
And so at the championship, like, so you said they needed like a fairly big venue. Like, what was the attendance for that? Like, how many people go there?
I can't remember the total number because there were a couple of things going on. So to give you a little bit more background to the World Championships, for Pokemon, they hosted 5 different events that were all sort of culminating in these World Championships, for the trading card game, for the video game, for Pokemon Go, Pokemon Unite, which is the MOBA, like League of Legends or Dota. Anybody's familiar with those kind of games, and Pokken Tournament, which is like a fighting game.
Okay.
Like a Street Fighter or something like that.
Oh, cool.
So there were 5 distinct events all going on at the same time at this convention center, each sort of within their own area, all sort of running concurrently. So, you know, so people were there. Nobody competed in more than one of the events. Like if you qualified for the TCG or the video game or the Go thing or the Unite thing. But they were all kind of running at the same time. And, you know, so people who were fans of something would, you know, follow one or the other. But a lot of people who attended, you know, were fans of Pokemon just as a brand overall, you know, so they'd be kind of following all the action, but they probably have something that they were more geared towards. So like, I work on the TCG, so I was there following, you know, the TCG tournament action. That was the biggest of the 5 events. That had probably, I want to say, at least 2,000 competitors.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then this is, again, it's World Championship, so it, you know, invites from all over the globe. It's also the only time that players from North America and Europe will compete against players from Asia and Japan. So Japan sort of has their own tournament circuit, and then it's run by our Japanese branch of the company, and then the division that I work for, TPC International, covers sort of the rest of the globe. So North America, South America, Europe, stuff like that. And then the World Championship brings everybody together. So it's sort of the only time of year that Japanese players will play against, you know, North Americans, Europeans, stuff like that, which is really, really fun to see all the cultures kind of come together in the spirit of competition.
That's cool. Do they need to use interpreters during that? Yeah, I was wondering.
Yes. So we have an entire bilingual team. Then we have like bilingual teams and localization teams for sort of all the languages that we serve. So English, French, German, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, and then Japanese, so that they can sort of communicate back with our Japanese partners. So a lot of people, excuse me, on our bilingual team traveled to the event and were on staff as translators. Mostly like English to Japanese, But some people, like, there are specific people like, okay, you know Korean, like you can do Japanese to Korean or Japanese to Chinese or English to Chinese to Korean. So, some people can cover more than one or two languages. And there would be a whole team of them that would kind of be floating around. And when interpreters were needed, they just got called over to a table to help facilitate that stuff.
That's cool.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's a big to do. So you asked like how many people attended in total. I think there might have been upwards of like 20 or 25,000 unique attendees. So there were competitors for all the different tournaments, and then there were spectators who were just there to observe and participate in side events or just kind of celebrate Pokemon. It would be like families, because the other interesting thing about Pokemon, especially for the trading card game and the video game, is that there's competition in 3 age divisions. So unlike a lot of other sort of competitive brands, especially within TCGs, Pokemon divides out their players by age. So because Pokemon tends to engage in a sort of a wider age range of audience, and we don't want like 9-year-olds playing against 25-year-olds. It's a little bit awkward. So we have a junior, a senior, and a masters division. And juniors like anybody under the age of 12. Seniors is like 12 to 16, and the masters is 17 plus. So there's actually like 3 distinct TCG events running concurrently within that scope of things. So all the juniors are playing, all the seniors are playing, all the masters are playing. And then we crown world champions in each of those 3 age divisions. So the Thursday, Friday, and Saturday sort of are where everyone plays a number of rounds, and then we make top 8 cuts, and then the top 8 plays single elimination bracket style play. But we have to do that for 3 divisions. Right. And then all of the finals get played on Sunday. So Sunday was just junior finals, senior finals, master finals for TCG, and then they do the same thing for the video game, juniors, seniors, masters. And that's the only thing that happens on Sunday is just all the finals matches, and it happens on this big feature match stage. So it's a really big production.
So
is it invite only, or is it like anyone can join up and sign up, or?
It's invite only in the sense that you have to qualify for it. So you have to earn a certain amount of points, and anybody who over the course of the year of tournament play exceeds that like point threshold automatically gets an invitation to the event. And not everyone accepts. So I think we were talking about it, and think that like there could have been as many as like 3,000 players, but not everyone's going to attend, just because of travel restrictions and stuff like that.
Huh, interesting.
So for the people who end up going, like I'm assuming there's probably like stuff to buy there, like booths and stuff like that sell merchandise. You probably have like mascots, like giant Pokemons walking around. Like that's kind of what I'm envisioning. But like, what does it look like for people who go?
So I have some pictures if you want to see some of that stuff. I'll kind of scroll through it. I think it's a little bit out of order. But
I do want to point out that Chris said hello.
Oh, hey, Chris. Sorry,
hope the moving is going well.
And there's another comment there that I'm not going to put on screen because I have the control.
Let him curse you in the comments.
Steven said balance had been restored, but I mean, is it? If I don't put it on screen, is it?
Oh, can I only share? Can I only share tabs from my browser?
No, you should be able to share from a folder.
It says entire screen window. Well, let's see. if I just pull this.
Yeah, entire screen window, I think, gives you access to your whole, basically.
All right, let's try this, and then I probably won't be able to see myself.
No, you won't be able to.
That's okay.
You can move the screen that you're sharing to see the stream, though. That's what I was doing last time.
Do we see this?
Oh. We will now.
Oh, there we go. Perfect.
Okay. So you see the welcome trainers, and,
yes.
And so these are, you can kind of get a sense of the scope from the people here. This was the convention center where the event was held. Let's see, maybe a little bit outdoor. So there was an outdoor activation that had sort of meet and greet photo op opportunities with Pikachu and Eevee. You can see people were lined up for here. This was outside the convention center. People could sign up for like an hour time slot to do the meet and greet and some other activities. And you can see some people waiting there. And then there's some other activities around here.
For a second there, that looked like an AT-AT on the left.
Yeah, it kind of does. This is a picture from inside the convention center, and everything was decorated with, all the Pokemon stuff, banners and stuff everywhere. Here's a shot of the main stage with all the seating, and then all the kind of rafter seating up here. I don't remember how many people sat here, but during the finals, this was all entirely full, and they've got the 4 video screens. So depending on where you're sitting, sort of the audio channel feeds in. So if you're sitting here, you'll hear this, but if you're sitting on the left-hand side, you can hear that. And so that's people playing Pokemon Go, people playing the TCG, and they're all up on the stage here. So they can have multiple feature matches going on at the same time.
Where were you during that? Were you like upstage? Were you behind? Where were you?
There, so sort of from this perspective, and behind me was all the rest of sort of the play hall, which was kind of just like an open, just imagine like a giant open play area if you've ever been to any game convention, just like rows and rows of tables.
Yeah.
And then like there were stairs on both sides that led down. So there's a stairwell on the left, just like this one on the right, that lead down into sort of this pit area where the audience and the feature matches were set up. So I'm just kind of standing on the stairs that would lead down into that, and everything behind would be just lots of tables. There'll probably be some views. I think there's some shots of the tables.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, so there was a gondola because of where the event was held on the south bank of the Thames. It was close to I think it's called the O2 Center. It's a big like sporting arena. Probably where they like play, where they'll do like the NFL games and stuff like that. It's a huge like sporting complex with a ton of like shopping and events and activities and restaurants and stuff like that. But they have this cable car gondola system to go across, and all of the cars were decorated with the different types of Pokemon.
Cool.
This is a picture of some of our casters doing commentary for one of the TCG feature matches.
Wow.
Yeah, so so sort of behind me and along to the right there is where the casters are, and then back behind, if I'm looking obviously out there at the audience, behind me would be down where the seating and the feature matches are. And this gives you a sense of like the scope of the rest of the room. So there's just like rows and rows and rows and rows of tables and all these banners, and people standing here watching giant video screens and listening to the commentary. So yeah, you get a little bit of a sense of it. Here, this is from like the top of the rafters in that observation audience area for the feature matches. That's probably the junior finalists, I think. at one of the award ceremonies that happened at the end.
Mm.
So what do they win? The people who compete in the trading card game competition?
They win these cute little trophies with Pikachu. No, they win money.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Yeah, I don't
like,
remember.
I'm sure it's
I don't
not just.
remember what first prize is. I think it's like $25,000.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
that's decent.
Yeah, it's a pretty decent prize. Oh, okay.
Wow.
Let's see. I think there were a couple more. Let me go back the other way. Okay, so and then you asked like, is there shopping? So there's also an entire pop-up shop that Pokemon set up that has, and you can see like all the people queuing to get in and make their purchases, and go here. Like it was all sort of pop-up staged shopping with all of the exclusive Pokemon merchandise that you could only get if you attended Worlds. That's why people have all these giant bags. A lot of people would do a bunch of shopping and like bring stuff home for friends. They're like, oh, if you're going, get me this and get me that.
Because kind of like the promos that people hunt at conventions.
Yeah, exactly. One of my coworkers took a picture after shopping, and he had like 5 of those big bags full of merchandise. I was like, how are you gonna get all that stuff home? And like they packed suitcases in suitcases and suitcases, like they nested stuff. Like we packed not that much clothes and put it in a small suitcase, and then put it in another suitcase and put it in another suitcase.
Yeah.
Like, okay. I guess not that different from when people go to board game conventions and bring all that, especially if they're flying. How do you bring all that stuff home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you get? Did you get anything?
Nah. I was traveling light. There's nothing I just had to have. So I've kind of gotten out of sort of the hoarding, collecting of stuff. It's just
me too.
Yeah. So I didn't feel any strong desire to get anything. It's like, do I need an exclusive T-shirt or something? Maybe, but also like we could only get in because they limited the access to the store just to kind of control traffic and make sure everyone got a chance. Employees could only get in at certain times, and I wasn't really around during those windows either. And I was like, I didn't feel like I needed to make a special effort to go do some shopping. And I was like, I don't know. I'm not like a shopping kind of person. So for me, it was like, that's not really the draw of it.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Cool.
Yeah. So hopefully it gives you kind of a sense of the event. It's hard to convey some of it in pictures. But there are a lot of people there. There's a lot going on. It's, all Pokemon all the time.
And you said it's 4 days?
Yeah, the event ran Thursday through Sunday. So again, the first 3 days were sort of all the play-in competition. And then by Saturday, they make the cuts to the top 8s and play down to the finals. And then Sunday are just all of the finals and then the award ceremonies. Oh, and then one of the things that was really fun at the at the beginning and the end of the event, Mr. Ishihara, who is president, CEO of Pokemon, like he is Mr. Pokemon, does the opening and closing addresses, and frequently there'll be some kind of big announcement. So opening ceremonies basically is like, welcome everyone, wish everyone good luck and good competition. And it's like, I'll have some more stuff to share at the end. And everyone's like, oh no, because they're expecting big reveals because the new video game comes out in November. And there have been some teasers and some trailers, and some of the information is leaked. Like people know the name and some of the characters. But anything for something in media that people are looking forward to, they want to get every little piece of information they can. So that at the end, they do all the award ceremonies, and then he's like, okay, and I have some exciting things to share about the future of Pokemon, and it has a little bit more video game reveal, and then it reveals a little bit more about the TCG, and then the last thing that they do every year is announce where next year's World Championships are going to be held.
Ooh, and where is it?
And again, they drag it out and like next year,
Like what you're doing now, just
they're going to be in Yokohama, Japan.
whoa.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and it's actually quite a big deal because this will be the first time ever in like the 20-year history of the World Championships that the event will be in Japan, which seems kind of crazy to me because you think like Pokemon, came from Japan. Of course, World Championships would have been held in Japan at least once, but this will be the first time. So people were freaking out, especially people in attendance from Japan. So I was just kind of in the crowd when the announcements were happening, and there were these two Japanese kids a couple of feet away, and when they had like reveal Yokohama, they just lose their shit. Like they are just jumping up and down, hugging each other, shout. Like I've never seen people so excited in their life for something, and it was just like, I don't know, the most charming thing, just seeing how excited they were because they're like, yes, Pokemon in our home for the first time ever.
That's cool.
They just couldn't, just imagine like two giddy little schoolgirls just like, yes, yes,
yes.
Yeah. It was so charming to see. It was really fun.
Has it not been there because of ease of travel? Have they tried, like, over the 20 years, have the locations been easier for everyone to get to?
I don't know. I've asked that question and I've never really gotten a good answer. I think they've always been in North America. London was the first time it was outside of North America. And I'm just kind of too new to the company to really know. There's probably some reasons why, but I don't know. But very exciting. It was a huge announcement, and people were really excited about it. Mm-hmm. So maybe next year I'll come on and I'll share stories from Yokohama.
There you go.
Also a place I have never been.
Yeah,
we have it on camera. A year from now, we're gonna have you on from there. That's great.
So, do people? Is there a lot of cosplay there at the Pokemon event? Like, do people dress up?
Not a lot. There was a little bit. I did see someone dressed up as a Charizard, which was pretty cute, and but some people dressed up as some of the human characters in the game. Okay. But there wasn't a ton. It's not like a Comic-Con or a Gen Con or Fan Expo or anything. Doesn't seem to encourage as much cosplay.
They're there to win 25 grand. They're not there to dress up.
Well, not them. I mean, the people attending for fun. But anyways.
Yeah. So
overall, great experience.
Yeah, I'm really honored that I got an opportunity to attend and experience it, and just see firsthand all the excitement and joy that this game and this brand brings to so many people. It's really pretty something special, and I feel like we've talked about it before, and I've talked about it with other guests as well. It's like when you get to connect with the fans and experience firsthand, like the thing that you've worked on and how excited, how much joy it brings to people. That's what really drives it home. Like I really like when Michael, you're talking about when you were at was it Gen Con and Batman was playing the Batman game, and you're just like, this is why this is awesome.
I mean, that was me being selfish. Like there was Batman playing my Batman game, but yes, that idea of people going, telling you stories about. I remember when you were there, and you were there when we were with Funko for the Funkoverse release. Someone had come in and we were talking. I don't know how the conversation ended up in that direction, but they had said something about like board games. Oh, did you design it? I was like, no, my design's somewhere else. And like, oh, what'd you design? And I talked about the Batman game, and the girlfriend had turned to him and was like, holy shit. It was one of his like games that he just loves. So he ended up coming back the next day with his copy for me to sign. And that kind of stuff is really cool.
Yeah.
As a designer, as somebody in the hobby, when you have an opportunity to talk to fans of your shit, whether it's stuff you designed or stuff the company you're with is putting out, like those kind of connections they're invaluable. They're so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like your experience with the two kids going crazy that Pokemon's going to be in their backyard. Like that's a moment you won't forget.
Yeah. And I knew, so there were those of us in the crowd, employees who, we already in the know, so it wasn't a surprise to us, but it was fun to like sit back and observe, knowing what the information is going to be. So it's not like we're shocked, but we can just, fully take in other people's reactions to it. It's really fun to experience.
So from their perspective, I wonder. So they go crazy, right? They find out that the next one is in their hometown or in their home country. And then they look over at you and you're not like jumping, you're not cheering because you already knew. So it wasn't a shock. I wonder if they're like, look at this guy. He has no idea what's going on.
I mean, I was taking it in. There were definitely moments where it's hard not to get emotional, just kind of swept up in the moment. Like I remember during the awards ceremony when they're giving out the trophies, specifically to the juniors, the kids. These are like 8, 9, 10-year-olds, and like it's just too adorable. Like they're coming on stage, they're running, they're skipping, they're jumping, and like they have these giant trophies. You could just like, how can you not just kind of get caught up in that moment, especially because they're just so full of unbridled joy. It's like the older players, they're super excited and they're fist pumping and they're excited and stuff. But I don't know, seeing kids celebrate a win is different. I don't want to say it's like more authentic or genuine, but it's it's a little bit like more unfiltered. Because they're not. I don't think they're like thinking about the reaction. They're just
and what they're gonna look like jumping up and down and like yeah.
So it was really kind of heartwarming to see that, especially like, and that's what, because I had in the past asked the question, like, well, why don't we just have everyone compete together? Like if like, because these 9 and 10-year-olds are good. Like they would kick my butt. They know how to play the game really well. Like why don't we just have everybody play together? And people said like, yeah, it's a little bit awkward to have like a 9-year-old sitting against like a 25 or 30-year-old, and like there's just something about that creates a disconnect, and like it also means that the opportunity for like the younger kids to get those victory moments is probably a little bit less likely. So like give them the stage to also shine. And like seeing how that played out, I got it. I'm like, I understand. This is why it's important to separate them out, so that you get those moments.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to see a 30-year-old trash talking a 9-year-old. I mean, maybe someone does. I don't. That's cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. So did you say you had some questions, Michael, just about TCGs in general and stuff?
Yeah, so the title of our episode was about trading card games or TCGs, and since you just came off of arguably probably one of, I would say, the two biggest, that and Magic would probably be the biggest one. There was news recently, and it's kind of close to here because I'm in Syracuse, that eBay purchased TCG Player, which is one of the if not the largest online trading card game reseller. I don't know if they're seller. I know they sell some stuff, but reseller. And I remember I was huge into Magic. I still have thousands of cards from when I was collecting from 93, 94.
You probably have some valuable stuff.
There's a couple.
There's a few. Have you like gone back and checked?
like the Force of Wills and the Wheel of Fortunes and the Candelabra, like there's a few of them in there that are good. But the fluctuation of the secondary market is so bonkers because you could have cards that were like commons, a few years ago, and now they're fetching 20, 30, $40 because they work well with the championship deck that came through or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really weird. It's really weird. And I got out of it for a long time because board games is hard enough, but having to get a new set every month or a new thing, like the cycle was it just started to get to be too much. Then I got back into it. And then I got back out of it. But there seems to be a resurgence in TCGs. Like there was a while there where they all seemed very samey, and maybe it was just me bowing out of that side of things. But it seemed more recently, past few years, especially with COVID and the secondary market and how prices just went bonkers. Do you think there's anything new that they can do with that market?
It's a good question. And honestly, that's kind of what my job is, to a certain extent, is taking what is known and established and has an audience that is very successful as a TCG and saying, what can we be doing different? What can we be doing better? How do we keep our enfranchised audience engaged, but also continue to grow the audience and acquire new players, because there'll be people like you who, it's like, it gets expensive, I don't want to keep up with it, and they'll either age out or, just spend out of it. So how do you keep those people engaged or re-engage them? But also continue to just sustain what you already got, because there are a lot of people out there, and I see this more with Magic than with Pokemon. I think they're all very resistant to change. So it's like a tricky balance to maintain. I can give a good example of this that I remember experiencing a couple of years ago. I think this was right when I started working at Pokemon, and Magic had announced, this was before they sort of officially announced that they're going to be doing like licensed Magic sets, which they do now with their Universes Beyond line. So they did stuff with D&D, and they've done like smaller kind of boutique stuff with things like Street Fighter or Fortnite. They're doing
Walking Dead.
Well, The Walking Dead was the first one, and that was before the Universe Beyond stuff. And people got like so upset because they're like, this isn't my Magic. Like, it's not fantasy. It's not this. It's just, this is a bridge too far. And like, you're ruining the brand and you're spoiling it. And, you've taken this thing that's precious to me and you've sullied it by putting this other thing on that, I don't get, or I don't like, or, because they feel like they're entitled to something. And it can be a tricky thing to navigate, because you don't want to just wholesale piss people off by saying like, we're selling out, which a lot of people think that is. But you also have to recognize that there's a lot of people you might be reaching that may never have any attention to Magic. And this really applies to, any board games too, like, which we talked about a lot before, with like the application of a license, and, I can take it all the way back to even Monopoly, which I've worked on, many, many, many versions of in many license incarnations. And, people are like, well, Monopoly's dumb. And I like, why would you put this license on it? That's dumb. It's like, yeah, but if you're a fan of that license and here's a thing that might get you to sit down at a table and do something that you might not do if it weren't for the license, it doesn't take away from the experience that someone else might have. It's the power of licensing and bringing more people into gaming overall. So I guess that's my sort of very roundabout way of saying, like, partnerships and opportunities, I think, are ways. Magic is doing it. They're innovating by co-branding, which is a new thing. So I think it's a little bit more challenging for Pokemon to do because Pokemon sort of is a brand unto itself. But they're I guess, actually, to finally answer your question, like, what can we do? I see Magic doing it with licensing, Universes Beyond, reaching out and finding audiences that they might not appeal to through strategic partnerships is a big thing. The other thing that I think I've seen a lot is just more collectability. And that doesn't necessarily speak to the players, but you talked about how TCGs have kind of seen a boom in the last couple of years through the collectability, sort of the investability of the product, and doing different treatments, different art styles, different rarities, different things to chase. Just like with sports cards, I can remember. Sports cards back in the day, it was just like, it was just a pack of cards and a stick of crappy, cardboard, plastic, pink bubble gum. But sports card innovated. They started, doing like little jersey cutouts and stuff like that, and signature cards and all this stuff. And so I was like, there's room for innovation with TCG. I think through the collectability of it, because they're like, we call them trading card games, but we also call them like collectible card games, and collectability is a big part of it because they have a strong secondary market value that really drives the continued consumerism in a way that's kind of unique and very different from a lot of board games. So it's an interesting and different space to work in.
That's one of the reasons why initially I couldn't stand Magic anymore. Like, I had done a couple sealed and I went into like releases and played, but it just benefits those that can get the rare cards or that have the money to make or copy a championship deck. And I gravitated towards Keyforge when Keyforge first came out because it kind of took that shit out of it, right? It was just, it's a $10 ask. You shuffle your cards and you play. And there's no building. There's no mana burn. There's no mana bullshit. You don't have to worry about like not getting, you might not get the right cards up, but the whole deck kind of works with itself. So it took a lot of that. I'm going to go to I'll use a deck, and the deck is like got some rares, maybe a couple mythics, and it probably cost me $50 to put together, and it works well in my group. But then I go to a tournament and a guy drops like $1,000 deck down. Like, how do you even compete with that kind of thing? And the collectible nature of it, or the secondary market of a lot of those chases or rares or full art cards or foils or whatever they're adding into it next, Pikachu hair in a card, like whatever it could be, it's kind of daunting, right? To think about that side of things. Like, the fun at that point for me is removed because I don't compete at that level, right? Or I don't have the funds to get that $1,000 card or to like whatever but then you can totally break that by reprinting the card, and now the value drops down, right? So if they ever reprinted the dual lands, which they will never do, all of the market will just crash. And
yes and no. Like, Magic is in a tricky space because they have what they call a reserve list, which they say is like the cards that will never be reprinted. And it's it's this exhaustive list, so it sort of creates this consumer confidence that certain cards will hold value. But there's a lot of stuff like Force of Wills are not on the list, and they have reprinted them, but they still hold their value because some people still want like that original printing. They're like, yeah, it's a reprint, and it functionally is the same card, so I can still play, but I know that original one, even though it has the same gameplay function, still will never be printed in that form again. So, it's like if they reprinted a Barry Bonds rookie card, but did something different to it, it wouldn't hurt the value of the original rookie card because like that thing is still that thing that will never be made again, right? They can reprint, Action Comics #1, and you can like go and buy it for $1 and be like, I can read it, but it's not the same because it's not the one that was printed in 1939 or whatever it was. So it's interesting that even things that have value and are desirable can still be reprinted, and they can still hold their value. it's really interesting the way in which we as humans ascribe value to things. Like
Right.
this gets like much more philosophical about like what is or isn't worth something.
Right.
When I take something that's a piece of cardboard, it's just with some ink on it, and it's like it essentially has no inherent value. And so like, okay, but this is a first edition base set, Charizard, it's worth $300,000. Like, no, it's not. It's a 2.5 by 3.5 inch piece of cardboard. How can it be worth $300,000? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
But because of I don't know, whatever we agree upon in the market, and say like versus of scarcity and rarity and ascribed value and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. We could probably talk forever about how do you ascribe value to things of a collectible nature.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I do it with hockey jerseys. Like I remember getting jerseys of players that I loved, and I'd pay more for it because I loved the player. The player wasn't not going to be in the Hall of Fame, not going to be around long, but I wanted that jersey because I was at the game. That the jersey, whatever. There's your personal value to something, right? Like buying a tiki mug or buying whatever the hell. Like it is
right.
weird.
Your Grail game or something like that. Some people who will spend hundreds or $1,000s on something like Queen's Gambit, or I saw someone, I think in one of the board game Facebook's group, post, it's like, oh, I found all of Battlestar Galactica. Like that thing has been out of print for years, and like that's a chase thing, and I probably spent thousands of dollars on it. Not the same as somebody spending $300,000 on a TCG card, but still, even in the board game space,
Right.
there are things that are out of print that'll never see print again that will continue to go up in value, and people will ascribe that value to it.
Right.
So you think there's always going to be a market? You think it's always going to be, regardless of what the next innovation is in trading card games or collectible card games? You think they're always going to be around?
I think so now that it's sort of made it past a generation. Like, Magic's been around for 30 years now. So, you've got generationality to it. So people can give it to their kids and their grandkids and stuff. It's sort of like, I think when something makes it to like 20 years, when it makes it to a generation, that's a pretty good sign that it's going to be around forever. I mean, people I think will continue to move to the digital space too, but I think for board games and card games and TCGs, we're never going to lose that human element, that sitting down at a table with someone and having that experience. And as long as we as humans still want that social element of things, that there'll always be an appetite, a market for it.
Well, and people will always collect stuff. That's the thing, right? Like hockey cards or baseball cards or like things like that. And it's, like it gives it a different market because it's not sports related. But like the geekier crowd has something like that they can do. And I don't think it's going anywhere either.
Yeah, I mean, I have to wonder if people ask the same question about comic books. And it's like, well, this will be a passing fad. It's just a trend, and who would have thought that we're going on like 80, 90, almost 100 years later that it's still booming and stuff continues to increase in value. So I don't think this stuff is going anywhere.
Yeah.
Well, it's like the toys of when we were growing up and the toys of now, right? Like the Ninja Turtle toys or the He-Man toys, like that value is always going to be there, especially if you can find like an original 1980 Darth Vader on the card. Like that's always going to have, because as time passes, fewer and fewer of them will exist, right? But then the mass market comes in, and now the Episode 1 Star Wars toys, right? Or the orange back, green backs, and then they started doing the long sabers, short sabers, like all of that stuff kind of muddled it up a little bit. And now buying, like I got the Ahsoka Black series, but like how many of them are made? Where is that going to hold its value compared to like the original Michelangelo Ninja Turtle that's still on a card? Like if I keep that in the box, will that eventually see what that, or what was the Super Mario Brothers from Nintendo? The original NES Super Mario, like it sold for like
the cartridge
amount of money.
Like the actual cartridge?
Like sealed in the box from 1986 or whatever it was, like the original one was still sealed, graded like 9.8, and it sold. Someone can look it up. I forgot what it was, but it was an unbelievable amount of money. I'm just curious, like you're holding, anything Uncharted, the first Uncharted, like is that sealed years from now? Is that really going to have that impact that the originals did? And I don't know. Like I have boxes of Magic cards over there from, a few years ago, booster boxes that are still sealed. I don't think I'll be able to sell any one of those for $600 like I did an Urza Saga box. Probably
will over time. Yeah. I think things like this tend to always go up in value. I know that there have been conversations at work where before I started, they produced a lot of stuff because you try and produce to what the market needs, and sometimes if the market is getting a little bit smaller, you produce less, and then to match trends, and it's all part of the business of like how much do I make, because you don't want to sit on inventory, because you don't want to flood the market, stuff like that. And I've heard my coworkers talk about sets that they thought, it's like, yeah, that wasn't a very popular set. It wasn't really that good. There wasn't that much of it made. And then 5 years later, all of a sudden people were like, yeah, remember, I don't know, XY Evolutions. That set boxes are selling for, $800 now. And, 5 years ago, I couldn't have sold them for 60. So you never know. So you say you're sitting on
the rarity. Yeah.
That's true. Hey, Matt.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, Matt.
And Steven, yes, you heard it here first.
No, you didn't.
You did. You technically heard it here first.
Well, he heard it, but
it was made up.
Count for. Michael can say whatever he wants.
You heard it here first. I'm gonna get a yellow hair, and tape it to a card.
Yeah.
All right, that was. I guess we can do a hard transition. But that was a great conversation. It's always been fascinated by the collectible or the trading card games, and for a while there, they all seemed like I don't know, everything was coming out, right? There was Rage, and there was the Vampire one, and Tomb Raider had one, and everyone had this collectible or trading card game, Star Wars and Star Trek. And I'm just curious, like looking back at those and looking at what's been going on, like there's definitely been an evolution. And I remember when Magic came out with the cards, the werewolf cards that flipped over, right? That was innovative and that was new. And there's always going to be those people that don't like it. Kind of like board games, right? Like trying to go digital with board games, trying to get new people in. It's interesting.
Yep. Yeah. I think there's always going to be room for innovation. I can remember just a couple of weeks ago at Pokemon Worlds, we have this mechanic, and I think it's similar to a mechanic that has been done in Yu-Gi-Oh in the past, but I don't think Pokemon has ever done it before, where there's a certain Pokemon, but it's actually sort of split into 4 cards, and you can only play the card if you get all 4 of the pieces in your discard pile, and then you can put the whole thing together. And it's like, actually, you put the whole 4, like the 2x2 together, and each of the 4 cards has, a quarter of the imagery. So it makes it like a little puzzle. And you have this giant oversized Pokemon that's super powerful and stuff, but it's hard to get because you have to get the 4 pieces. I think in Yu-Gi-Oh, it's Exodia, and it's got like 5 pieces. So it's something similar to that. But again, that's kind of innovative. It's like you have to collect all 4 pieces, and they don't always, come in a pack. So you have to it's like, oh, I have, the left arm and the right arm, but I need the left leg, stuff like that. Right. So there's always, clever stuff to explore and neat things to do.
They had that in one of the, I think it was Unglued, one of those Magic sets that you're not allowed to use. And they had 2 cards. It was a BF
the big furry giant. I think.
Giant was a BFG.
Or
Yeah.
BFM, maybe.
Yeah, I think it was
Yeah,
BFM.
big furry monster.
It was a big fucking monster.
No, that's not what it was.
Yeah. But yeah, you had to have both cards in order to do it. That's fun. That's different.
Yeah, so stuff like that. But actually, one of a deck that was using one of those 4-piece V Union cards made the top 8 of one of our brackets. So people were really excited about that because we was like, it's fun. People weren't really thinking it was going to be super competitive. So to see it kind of have a good performance at a high level is really kind of fun and different. It's like, oh look, you got the Pikachu V Union, the giant Pikachu. That's kind of cool.
That's pretty
fun.
neat.
And
Good
just gonna say hi to Mo in the comments who joined us and is watching. Hi Mo.
Hi Mo.
Wanted to shoot a shout out. But yeah, let's play some games.
Cool. Yeah.
That.
All right. So what do you want to play first? Which one you want to play?
You asking me?
Yeah.
Worst case scenario.
Sounds good to me. Worst case scenario it is.
Let's do it.
All right, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that.
Oh, it's ready.
I don't know how Chris gets us on the other side. None of the options I see here do that, but whatever.
That's okay. Doesn't matter.
We'll figure it out.
Oh, I see your comment, Matt. I think Pokemon as a brand has, transcended gaming and just it been pervasive in culture. I mean, there's a Pikachu balloon at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade. So, I think that's when you've really made it.
Yeah. That's a good point. All right.
So
I didn't clean my board from last time we had Jeremy on.
Nice.
I realized I needed for this. Hang on, I need to get up.
You're fine. I'll explain the game. You know how to play it. So basically, every round we're going to go 12 rounds. So we'll each be the person to go through our own worst case scenario with 4 cards. The other 2 people are going to guess before revealed. They're going to guess how you would rank them from, and we took out the 1 for sake of space. Basically, instead of bad, we're going to start at very bad, awful, horrible, and the worst. Sorry for the glare. I'll try and do my best to not. There's really not much I can do about it. That sucks. Well, whatever. You're good. So we'll guess. So say it'll be something like this, and then you'll reveal which ones they are, and we'll reveal these, and any ones that match get you a point. We'll go over 12 rounds, and whoever has the most points after 12 rounds will be the winner of the worst case scenario. I don't know if there's a winner here, but that's kind of how it works. Oh, and Chris is back in the comments. That's true.
It doesn't say head lice.
Oh, that is true. Ooh. So you bring up a good point. These are put out there for you to determine in your own way. So the way you just talked about that lice, where is the lice in when you think about that, where is it? Could make it a lot worse than maybe somebody like Chris who would have put that as very bad, not horrible. So
right. But we're trying to
so,
for the particular person each round.
Right.
All right.
So that makes sense?
Yep.
Okay. So these were our example.
Okay.
We've had those before. I'm pretty sure that's why.
I remember the lice one.
Yeah, we've already used that one.
I remember the runaway camel.
The runaway camel?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to go Andrew, and then Katia, and then me. All right, so Andrew, you're up first. And in this game, you are playing green, correct?
Yes.
And then you and I will be orange and purple. Okay. So your 4 you have to pick from is get on a voodoo priest's bad side, dismount from a wild bronco, discover your spouse is a wanted criminal, and then survive 4 weeks in the woods with a weird stranger.
And we're
Oh my
doing
god.
2, 3, 4, 5.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
5 being the worst, right?
5 being the worst. Literally, it says the worst. Man, so don't give your answers. We're going to figure out our stuff.
I'm just gonna write them down and then we'll go over them. Okay.
Okay.
I got my guesses.
All right, what do you got?
Is he? Are
Wait,
you?
I gotta write my
You all
notes.
set?
Oh, you're still doing yours? Okay.
So my guesses is A2,
Okay.
B3,
Okay.
C5, and D4. Oh, interesting.
Okay. So I put A4.
Wow.
Damn it.
Or do you want me to start? Do you want me to go 2, 3, 4, 5, or just do
No,
them
it
in-
doesn't matter.
Okay. B5,
What?
Oh, man.
C3, D2.
Wow, we got nothing.
So yeah, let me see the things that I can explain them. I'll start with 2. I mean, that doesn't sound so bad. You're just camping out. Maybe he's like weird doesn't mean bad, just weird. But I don't know. Survive 4 weeks in the woods with a weird stranger sounds just like going to summer camp, sleepaway summer camp to me.
I mean, yeah, but it's just you two.
You didn't say just a weird stranger.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
get
maybe it was
That's
implied.
true.
Anyway, I don't know.
That's true.
It sounds like sleepaway camp to me. Didn't sound that bad.
Huh.
So I did discover your spouse is a wanted criminal. I'm
Eh.
like, well, I guess it depends on the crime. Like, is it murder or maybe they just, I don't know, robbed a bank or something? It's like, it's all relative. And I'm like, also, okay, then maybe I don't know, like I turn them in and they go to jail and I'm fine. So I don't know. It's just like, didn't,
Oh my god,
Okay.
Andrew, you're like, I'm gonna rat you out, and I'm peacing out.
Yeah, I'm done.
this could speak to the fact that I'm divorced too. So
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my god.
I don't know. Dismount from a wild bronco just sounds like I'm gonna get thrown and break my neck and die, and that would be really, really bad.
Maybe it's a mechanical bronco.
Yeah, but it's still wild.
Yeah, I don't think it's mechanical.
Got all the cushions around it though.
I didn't think about cushions. I thought it was alive and I was hitting the ground and probably I felt like of the 4 things here, that's the one that would kill me.
Huh. Okay.
Or leave me in a condition that would be really bad. Like all my bones are broken or something like that,
Fair enough.
Those first 2, I'm like, I think I'd live from these and it'd be okay. And I don't know, the get on a voodoo priest bad side was kind of the hardest because, like, am I gonna be cursed like Beetlejuice or something? Or that was the one that I was like, maybe it's the word. It's probably more worse than the couple of the other ones, but I don't know.
To me, it's like you have to believe in that stuff. Like, I don't know. I don't buy it, so it's like whatever.
Yeah, right. So it could have been like absolutely nothing. It's like, oh no, you're gonna curse me. Magic's not real,
Yeah. Huh.
Although I did think about things like what's the James Bond voodoo movie? It's one of the Roger Moore ones with like a voodoo doll and stuff. And I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I think voodoo dolls is a little creepy. Somebody can stab you, or Temple of Doom too, right? Where where he's got the doll and he's like stabbing and stuff. Yeah. Voodoo dolls, they can be pretty bad, but I don't know. So that's where my head's at.
Interesting. I like how it was complete opposite.
Mm-hmm.
Your 2s were here, your 3s were here, your 5s were here, your 4s were here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good.
Huh. All right.
That means I'm probably not going to make a lot of points.
compared to some of the other ones I've seen in the game, none of these sounded like awful, awful, awful. Like
It comes and goes.
Oh, I know. There'll be some worse ones. These were like a little hard because I was like, they're all bad, but none of them felt like nothing felt like clearly the worst. It was kind of hard.
All right. Well, you got us. We got 0 points. So
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean,
All
you're
right,
not supposed to try and deceive, but you kind of did
I'm
inadvertently.
being honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's the way to play it, right? Make sure no one else gets points and you get points on your turn. Like it's a good strategy. All right, you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Is it me?
Yeah, okay. I'll switch the roles around so you know. We'll go top to bottom. All right, Katia, you are up. Caught in the middle of a shootout.
Fantastic.
Like, okay, hold on. That's obviously not a Nerf gun shootout, right?
It doesn't say.
I'm just saying, for the sake of the game, you're not saying this is a Nerf gun shootout with a bunch of...
No, I would think it's a real thing.
Right. Forced to give mouth-to-mouth to a baboon. That's awful.
Jesus.
Recruited to colonize Mars. Because why not? And then alone at night during a major earthquake. God. Oh, I guess I can go this way with it. Whatever. Oh, man. All right. Yeah, that's kind of rough. I mean, wow. I'm going to go there, and there.
Sure.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, I'm in. That's not easy.
No, it's not. But somehow I feel like... I don't know.
You want mine?
All right, you got yours locked down?
Yeah, mine are.
All right, Andrew, what do you got?
All right, I got I got 5, 4, 3, 2. A5, B4, C3, D2.
You did C3 again. I'm just C3.
Maybe I like C3PO.
Yeah, that's what Steven did. Yeah, I feel like the A was a given, but apparently Michael didn't think so.
Guess he's wearing a bulletproof vest. I'm like, you're probably gonna die.
Yeah, and he even clarified it was a Nerf gun, and he puts it at a 3.
Well, I mean, you could hide, right? Like it's not that bad.
I'm in the middle.
Sure.
It's a 5.
Yes.
All right, so 5 over here.
Yep. B2.
Really?
Yeah. C3 PO.
Woo.
Of course.
And D4.
Great. So Andrew's got 2, and Mike's still at 0. This is awesome.
Yeah, I definitely felt like the shootout is the scariest thing, and you're probably gonna die. Or
Serious?
Yeah, serious. And then alone at night during a major earthquake. Yeah, that's pretty freaking scary. I've never experienced a really major earthquake, but that would scare the bejesus out of me. And then recruited to colonize Mars. I mean, it's an adventure.
Yeah.
It's still kind of scary. You're going there, without your family and stuff. But and then the mouth to mouth to the baboon. I mean, whatever.
I think you have a different idea of baboons.
All right, that's fair.
They're
I
not
guess.
that big. Like, it's not like it's a silverback gorilla.
They're pretty big, and I think they're pretty violent.
Yeah, they're pretty violent.
Yeah, but it's like if I'm having to give it mouth to mouth, it's dying. So I don't foresee it waking up and like attacking the crap out of me. I don't know. That's just the way
If you do your job, it's waking up and attacking the crap out of you.
Oh my God. Well, maybe I'm not very good at it. I don't know.
Wow. All right.
You do make a good point. If you're forced to give mouth to mouth to a baboon, it's probably unconscious.
It's in rough shape.
Yeah.
It's in rough shape.
It doesn't say you have to successfully give mouth to mouth.
I mean, I would still try and rescue it, obviously, like if there's a chance.
It definitely doesn't say you need to be successful though in it. So, was it Live and Let Die, the Bond one?
The voodoo one?
Yeah.
I just saw Steven's comment.
I think so.
Yeah, I had it up. All right. Oh, just dropped the card. This is awesome. This is going great. So I'm up. Dive headfirst in water from a high cliff. Fly solo in a hot air balloon. Work undercover infiltrating a drug ring. And attempt to jump a motorcycle across a river.
Wow. Wow.
All right.
Jeez.
I like how it says attempt.
Yeah. That implies a lot.
Yeah.
It doesn't say attempt to dive headfirst into water.
It's true. I'm going there. There. All right, I'm in. Am I in?
I'm good.
Yeah,
Okay,
I have no idea. I think you're gonna be like all over the place with your answers here.
Probably. I probably will be. All right, Andrew, what do you got?
I got A4, B2,
Don't you dare say C3.
C3.
Come on.
I'm not doing it on purpose, so D5.
All right, Katia.
I'm going 4, 3, 2, 5.
Oh, we flipped our 2 and 3.
Ooh. All right. So
And
dive headfirst into water. I'm good.
Yeah, from a high cliff.
Yeah, but what's high? 20 feet? Like, I've done it. That's fine.
that's not high.
It doesn't define it. What's high? What would high be? 3 stories?
I knew you were gonna pull some shit like that.
What's a high cliff? 30 feet? What would be high?
No, like 50 feet.
Then it would have
Like
said
the
50.
kind that you almost have to like take your breath twice during the is what I'm what I'm picturing.
Okay.
But
All right.
I'm okay.
you got that as okay. I thought you were gonna put a 5 there.
No, hot air balloon, good. I
All
mean, I
I'm on
assume I
board.
know how to do it if I'm trying to do it solo. So that's probably the worst. Like you could die there.
Only if you're really bad at it.
Well, I'm not saying I wouldn't be bad at it or that I would be good at it. And then 4 over there.
All right, I get a point.
Yep, 1 point given. Right here.
Yeah, in hindsight, it doesn't say like how big the river is and how high you're coming from.
I mean, you could argue any one of them, right? Like,
Yeah.
okay, but the one that you really like, this is probably the worst one.
I don't think so. Flying solo in a hot air balloon, I would probably crash the thing.
Nah.
Yeah.
You just do the flame a little bit when you get low and it goes back up. And how hard
How
can
do
it
you?
be?
I don't know.
That one seemed super. I don't know. Have you ever been in a hot air balloon? Like even
No.
with, oh, I did it once. It was fine. It didn't seem particularly scary. So I was like, I could do that by myself.
There you go. See?
All right.
Not that bad.
Not that bad.
Not that bad. All right, after one round, full round, technically 3 rounds, but after one full round, Andrew, you're up 2. Katia, you have 1, and I still have nothing.
All right, I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I'm good.
that's how it works. All right,
All right.
going on to the second full round. Andrew, you are up.
Yes.
Juggle 3 flaming torches.
Okay.
Canoe down a crocodile-infested river.
How big's the river?
Right.
How
Right.
wide's the river?
Right. It's crocodile-infested. Maneuver on top of a moving train and get inside. Or clean the exterior windows of a skyscraper. We find out about your fear of water, your fear of crocodiles, your fear of heights. This is a good one.
You will. Oh boy.
Canoe kind of sucks. Wow, this is a good one.
All right.
Yeah.
Wait. I still need mine. Hold on. Huh.
Well, you know which one's going to be 3. Or
Yeah.
Yeah, right? I mean, that's pretty
or
obvious.
do you?
Or do you? Yeah.
No, I'm going to go with this. Okay. Katia, what do you got?
I'm going A4, B3, C5, and D2.
I have. You ready?
Oh. Yeah.
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5. A2, B3, C4. You got it.
Wow.
So you got 2 points.
Yeah, I'm good with you. And Katia got 1. I got 2, and right like that, we're all tied up.
Damn it.
Alan got 2 points also. He went 2, 3, 5, 4 also.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, juggle flaming torches. Me do it. I would just like throw up in the air and just drop them. I'm not good at it, so I'm like, okay, you give them to me. I do this, and then I'm done. It's like I tried. You know,
It doesn't say successfully juggle.
for me to do it. Okay, I had a friend in high school who was a juggler, and he would do torches and stuff. And like because they use like the liquid fuel and stuff, it's not actually that scary. It's not like you're gonna get set on fire or anything.
Yeah.
It's not like a hot heat. I've seen them like it's not that scary.
I don't know. I have long hair. It scares me.
Just tie it back in a ponytail. Again, you just hold them all. They're flaming. You just
And you
try,
just go like,
and then you're like, I'm done.
Done. Yep.
Yeah, canoe down, crocodile flushed in water. I mean, I'm not getting
in the canoe.
water.
You should be fine.
I'm just sitting in the canoe.
Yeah.
I don't think crocodiles are going to attack a canoe.
They might and flip it over.
Well, I mean, it's a little bit more scary than the torches, but it seems
Sure.
like you just sit in the canoe and paddle carefully. You'll be fine.
Sure.
I don't know.
I'm shocked at the 4 and 5.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, well, I am definitely scared of heights. So 5, I was like, being outside a skyscraper, fuck no.
Gotcha.
Hard pass.
Okay.
Don't want to do that. No,
That's what did it. Okay.
That's awesome.
The train, like it was those were tough, but the fear of heights kind of won out over on top of the train. I figured like you just stay real low and move really slow.
See, the difference is like you're cleaning the exterior windows of a skyscraper. Like in my head, it's like you're in the proper like thing that they sit in, you're like it's secured, versus you're on top of a moving train, you can die. That was my
it's
my thought.
It's the heights thing.
Yeah, the heights.
I many years ago I went to Australia and they do the Harbour Bridge climb. Where you can climb all the way up to the top of the bridge, and like you're strapped into a cable that like goes all the way up the length of it, and it was still like, and it's not like, it's way less high than a skyscraper, and I still found it like super terrifying. And like psychologically, like I can't fall, like it's impossible to fall, and I'm strapped in and everything, and I still was like, I could barely walk. I was just terrified from it. So the idea of, even like you said, it's like you're in the, I don't know, the contraption, strapped in, you can't fall, anything like. But a skyscraper, like 100 stories up, nah.
Well, it doesn't say that, right? There's windows on the bottom floor.
Sure.
You clean the window on the entrance door. I mean,
Sure, I didn't consider I'm just doing the first floor and being done.
Yeah.
But you considered throwing flaming swords up in the air and just letting them drop.
Come on, Andrew. You could have like cleaned the front door and been like, okay, that's it for today. I'm out.
Done.
Uh,
But that goes along with like
at the top of the skyscraper. Look,
that goes along with the hot air balloon thing, though, right? Like I'm probably not cleaning the exterior windows of a skyscraper if everything isn't done properly. Like I'm not going to be up in a hot air balloon because I don't know what I'm doing. Like I'm assuming I know what I'm doing. It could be scary being alone up there, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the height thing. I was curious about the height thing. Okay.
But yeah, but like I said, a hot air balloon thing I did, and that was okay. I don't know. It's
Yeah. Huh. All right, Katia, you're up. I just moved everything. Remove a dart from your neck. Jesus. Learn your parents are not your parents. Perform a front flip off a high balance beam.
Okay.
Tied up and tickled for 10 minutes. Holy shit.
With D, is it with like a full bladder or an empty bladder?
However your bladder is right now, I would say that's what's happening.
10 minutes is a long time to get tickled.
Sure is.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
these are all so different.
yeah, they are. They really are. I mean, that's pretty bad. All right, I'm locking them in.
Let's see here.
Yes.
I'm just gonna write things down. Okay.
All right, I'm locked in.
All right. Oh wait, how many points did we get last round?
You got
I think it was 1.
2, Michael, and I think you got 1.
Yeah, it was tying it up.
Oh, right, tied up. Okay, I wrote it down. Good. Yeah, this is illegal, Steven. Illegal.
Do you want mine?
Yeah.
Yes. What do you got?
A4, B5.
Don't do it.
C2.
Yeah.
Do it. D3.
Got nothing. Oh, we got the first one.
Magic.
Okay.
All right. A5 for me.
God damn it.
B4. C2. And D3.
Yeah. Oh, God, that hurts so much.
2
I'm
again.
so happy.
Ugh.
Yeah, the dart from the neck, like, nope.
Right.
Mm-mm. And then parents, like finding out your parents are not your parents. At this point, it's like they've done a good job. They loved me. I can't complain. Like, but there's still a part of you that's gonna be like, oh, that sucks. I don't like getting tickled at all. So that sucks too.
But you only put it at 3, right?
You'd rather get tickled for 10 minutes than find out your parents are not your parents? Like that seems.
Yeah, because the one thing is temporary. So it's like, I don't like it, but I'll put up with it. But the other thing is like a permanent life change. So
okay.
a bit more of a big deal. And then, the front flip, I think I could do it.
I mean, they probably have like pads and stuff you'd land in if you mess up.
Yeah, there's always a mat at the bottom. So it's like, yeah, let's do it.
Fine.
Did you take any gymnastics growing up or anything?
No. I would do it. I don't know that I would land on my feet.
Right. It's like my juggling. You're like, I would try, and then
I might hit my face, but again, it's padded mats. I'm good.
Would you attempt to do a flip, or would you just fall off the balance beam?
No, I would attempt it. Like I read the card as you have to attempt it. Like you have to try. You can't just bail out.
Okay.
Well, like, haven't we all, been on a trampoline and tried to do a flip? Probably.
Yeah.
Yep.
At some point.
Yeah.
Hey, it's
Or
kind
off
of
the
like that,
diving
right?
board or something. Yeah.
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 Did not go well.
You're trying to do a flip on a trampoline.
It didn't. Couldn't do it.
Oh, we've all been there. We've all done that. It feels
Sure.
kind of the same.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Katia, you are next.
No, that was mine.
Yeah, you're it, Michael.
Oh, I'm it. Ugh. All right. Break up a dog fight. Am I a round behind? No, I'm right. The slash is who's up, right? Juggling 3 sharp knives. There, we're back to juggling again. Here we go.
Sharp knives.
Shark knives. Yep.
Sharp.
Hand feed a mountain lion. And bit by a rabid animal. What's with the animals in this round?
Yeah.
Ugh.
That makes it harder. And you're like, are you a dog person or a cat person? I think I know the answer to that.
Yeah, you should know the answer. If you watch the show, you probably know the answer to that. Yeah, man. Good luck with this one, guys. I'm in.
Okay.
I got mine.
I got mine.
All
All
right.
right, Andrew, what do you got?
A3, B2, C4, C5.
Exact same thing for me.
Get out.
Yeah. Please tell me that's what you wrote, because then we both get 4 points.
I mean, I hope that's not what I did.
Oh.
That's probably the worst.
But I thought
Did
you're a dog
you say
person.
what size of dog?
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, whatever. Still, dog bites suck.
Yeah. Oh, but the bit
Chihuahua.
by a rabid animal doesn't.
No, I'm sure, but you get a shot and you're good. And that could have been like, I don't know, a raccoon bite, not necessarily like a bear ripping your arm off.
Because the dog fight, you might actually be able to break it off without a bite, whereas the rabid animal, you're definitely getting bit.
Right,
Same.
but you can definitely get cured. I might not survive the dog breakup.
I thought for sure you're going to be like, but they're chihuahuas. It's fine.
No, I didn't go that route. I
Yeah.
took it seriously. I did assume that the mountain lion was at a zoo and tame. So
Oh, so you don't assume that the dogs are small, but you assume that the mountain lion is.
You're
tame
so
within a
full of
zoo.
shit. You're just trying to sabotage.
no,
That's
listen, I had to make a call somewhere, and I figured the dog fight, they were aggressive, and if I'm feeding a mountain lion, it's not out in the woods.
I call bullshit. And then the
No
knife,
way.
after we already went through the hole, you can just toss them. How is
No
that not
bullshit.
true?
I'm
Yeah.
serious. The dog fight, they're fighting. That's a serious aggressive thing. And if I'm able to feed a mountain lion, I'm not in the mountains feeding a wild mountain lion. Like I wouldn't do that. So I assume that it was just at a zoo.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I
And-
totally call bullshit on that one too.
And you guys get no points.
Yeah. Weird.
Cool.
I mean, what's worse there?
I've broken up a dog fight before. It's not that bad.
We established that juggling things isn't that big of a deal. We set a precedent for that.
Well, you said that the flame is not that hot. You never said the sharp knives were dull. So
Yeah, but even if they're not gonna like chop your fingers off.
they might.
No.
Oh my god.
If I take the Andrew route, I just throw them in the air and back up, I'm fine. But if I'm trying to juggle them and I juggle them incorrectly, I could slice my wrist. Very bad. Also, you guys got no points.
I
all that
Oh
matters.
yeah. Also, you guys don't get any points.
No points.
Uh, did anybody in the
Do any
audience
more? You got
chat?
2 last round. Shit. All right. So after we're halfway through the game, you've got 4. Katia, you've got 2, and I've got 2. And we are back to Andrew.
Yeah. Now I get to give you points.
Develop a strange condition that turns your skin blue. Oh my God. I mean, I don't even know what to do with that. Lost in a network of underground caves. Betrayed by a lifelong best friend. And stuck outdoors during an oncoming tornado. God.
Okay.
Now, are we talking an F2 or an F5?
I mean, doesn't matter.
Yeah, it
A
does.
tornado is a tornado is a tornado.
I think they also, if they're at a category, then a tornado category, it's going to suck being stuck outside. Unless, of course, you're lost in an underground cave while the tornado hits.
Yeah, but then you're not outdoors.
True.
You can be outdoors and underground.
I mean, it could be an open underground cave. I don't know.
What?
I'm feeding mountain lions in a zoo.
We established at this point that Michael makes no sense.
That's not true. Totally made sense. I mean, this is not easy.
I hope you get them all wrong.
I probably will. I'm not doing very well. I have as many points as you do.
All right.
No, man, but you... I don't know if you have... Ugh. I'm going to switch these, and it's going to be wrong. Okay. I'm in.
All right. A3, B5, C2, and D4.
Oh.
Yeah, those are yours. Open yours.
Yeah. Okay. I was doing it wrong. I was like, wait, I shouldn't show them yet, but I can. All right, so we're tied on here.
Yeah. No. All right.
That doesn't sound good.
A2.
A2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Andrew.
Yeah, but whatever. I'm Avatar now. It's fine.
Right?
Hey, how's that bad? It's kind of cool.
Oh, people got to start calling you Papa Smurf. It's great.
Sure. I'm like, this is not. It almost seems like a good thing.
Sure.
You can spin it. B4. It's close.
Close.
Yeah. C3. And D5. 4 and 5 were tough.
Yeah.
Those were.
Michael gets a point.
I got one. Yeah.
I know. I'm happy with that. It was close because of the claustrophobia, right? Being stuck underground.
Yeah. Like that seems really scary, but outdoors, like stuck outdoors, like I'm assuming like no cover, like you are not getting away from this tornado. You are getting sucked up in this thing. You are probably gonna die.
Right.
Like that's the way I interpreted it. Like stuck outdoors, no cover, no shelter.
Oh, yeah. No, I just thought like stuck outdoors, like you locked yourself out of your house or something and you're stuck outside, but you can still try and find shelter.
Yeah, but it's a tornado.
I've always wanted to see one, so I think I'm not as scared of tornadoes.
Well, apparently you could just go to Kansas and go outside with everybody else.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll do that. Go for an adventure.
We had a tornado go through our neighborhood when I was in high school. This was in Atlanta, which was really weird. Like tornadoes are not very common in the Southeast, but there was a big tornado that went through Atlanta, and like I remember there were big warnings and everything, and we went down to our basement and scared ourselves, and like went out the next morning to see the damage. It was pretty horrific, and like you could literally see the track of the tornado and the houses it destroyed and the houses it skipped, and just like we just drove through the neighborhood. It looked like a like nuclear aftermath, but just like targeted, like how entire houses leveled and stuff. Is if you experience it firsthand or see the after effects of it, tornadoes are pretty bad.
Yeah. Wow. All right.
Is it my turn?
We are 4-3-2. Andrew, me, and Katia. And Katia, you're up. You ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
All right. Option A. Compete in a real-life joust on horseback. Eat a bowl of live maggots. Retrieve an object near a poisonous snake. Or have all of your toenails slowly removed.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Are you for real? Why
That's
do mine all suck?
5, 5, 5, 5.
Yeah, that's pretty bad, right?
And I feel that way. Oh my god! Oh my god!
I'm glad I just had my skin turned blue.
Or you had a friend betray you, like
Yeah.
A lifelong friend, but still.
You can always make new friends. You can't. Oh my god!
What? You can grow new toenails.
You can't. I mean, you can uneat a bowl of maggots, but that's even worse.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
That's brutal.
So why does it have to be a real life joust on horseback as opposed to an imaginary joust on horseback? What other kind of joust on horseback would there be?
Well, I assume it's like with the actual pointy, with the armor, not like a nerfed up, fun one, right?
Like Game of Thrones style.
Sure, yeah. Have you been watching House of the Dragon?
I watched the first episode. I haven't watched the second one yet.
Okay,
same.
I tried to watch the second one today, actually, like before the show, and it kept freezing. So
maybe because a lot of people.
It's Monday, so everybody's watching it.
Maybe. I was excited, and then I watched the first episode, and I was like, I don't know if I like Game of Thrones as much as I used to, or maybe it's just because it's new and it's different, and like.
I think it will settle. I think they probably went for shock value again to kind of like bring us back, but I think it will settle.
Yeah.
The same thing happened in the first Game of Thrones, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like there was a lot of things they did just for like shock value. But
well, there were a lot of moments in the original one where I was so fed up with the shit that they were doing, but it was done so well to make you hate what was going on, right?
Oh,
holy shit, Joffrey was just
Yeah, we don't really know the characters enough to know who we're supposed to hate, I guess.
Right.
I mean, they kind of portrayed Matt Smith as the villain, maybe, but I don't know.
Yeah, spoilers, but that's, what they're giving you and what could actually happen. Like, they set you in one direction and then, it's good. It was good. I'm looking forward to it.
So can I do like several fives here?
Nope. Nope.
Like 5 and 4.9 rounded down to 4.
All right. I got my answers.
All right, Andrew, what do you got?
This was hard. I can't believe I said A2. But the rest of them was B4, C3, D5. Oh, nice. At least we're on the same page.
Well, I think the 4 and 5 were obvious.
Well, so was the 2. Of all those things, it seemed like the 2 was the easiest one to come up with.
Okay, so I have A3, B4, C2, D5.
Really?
Yeah. Because it doesn't say you have to retrieve the object with your hand. Grab a stick, something.
Yeah.
Well, it also
I'm not
doesn't say
gonna
the
go down
poisonous
my-
snake is alive. The snake could be dead. I mean,
Well, no, but the other thing too is how poisonous. Like, am I gonna get tingly like for a couple hours, or am I dying? Like, it doesn't.
right.
So, but the joust, that's not fun either.
Can I also? I'm gonna get really nerdy here for a second, but I want to get pedantic because every time I see this, I'm reminded snakes are venomous, not poisonous.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
So that should have been a 2 because there are no poisonous snakes.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Huh.
Mushrooms
I
are
wrote it.
poisonous. Things that like you ingest can poison you. Creatures that have something that can kill you are venomous. I only like recently learned this, and I was like, oh, so now every time I see it, I'm like, oh yeah,
Interesting.
they're venomous.
Chris said that he would pay to joust.
Okay, how much?
So -5.
No, no thanks. No, thank you.
I would pay to see the joust.
I would pay to see the joust that Chris is in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so Andrew and I get 2 points.
I could have rationed out that like eating a bowl of live maggots maybe actually wouldn't be that bad, but it's still like I've watched enough Survivor and stuff. Is like it's still just so gross.
And it's not like just eating 1 or 2. It's eating a bowl full. And then by that point, chances are there is my own puke mixed in there because I couldn't get through it. So now we're looking at a mixture of maggots and vomit.
And now it's just a perpetual circle of awfulness. Yeah.
And I almost rationalized the toenails. I thought, well, it doesn't say you're not already asleep for it.
Yeah, but you wake up.
Yeah, you're not sleeping through that.
No, but like, what if it's a surgery and you're like out?
Oh,
And what if the bowl is a tiny little bowl that holds 1 maggot?
I know. I didn't
bowl.
do that. I did not pull a Michael. I went with what was actually there.
What's wrong with broccoli?
wait, who? What?
Chris said he can't eat.
Oh, he would pay to joust you.
Oh,
Oh, bring it on.
Oh, I want to see that. Can I bet? I want to
No,
bet.
I can't ride horseback though, so it would be I'd fall off. Like I'd be done right out of the gate.
It's not that hard.
I can't ride horseback either.
Yeah, I've been on it and it's been walking. I can't imagine it like full steam holding this heavy thing with all that. Nope,
But still, it was a 2.
not gonna happen. All right, Andrew. Wait. So 3/4 of the way, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. No, not yet. I'm up. Sorry, I keep looking at it wrong.
All right.
Surrounded by jellyfish. What's with the animals? Hang glide over Niagara Falls. Locked in with a room of bats. Locked in a room with bats. I don't know why I read that wrong. Grow a tail that cannot be removed. That's fucking great.
You've just become your own raptor.
Oh my god, a bulbous. Nope. Oh god, I'm fucked.
Oh my gosh. Grow a tail that cannot be removed. Doesn't say the size of the tail though.
That's true. I'm gonna assume that it's noticeable, not a tiny tail. Wow, these suck. Is that worse than that? It's pretty bad. I can't imagine what you guys are thinking right now.
I'm pretty much thinking I'm not going to make any points because it's your turn.
Sure, that's what I'm trying for.
Yeah.
I'm thinking you're thinking that I'm thinking that, so that I don't know.
I've only given that 1 point on my
texture?
turn.
Oh my god, what is the texture on the tail? Are we talking hair or blank flesh?
Oh wow, yeah, that's
I would be more worried about size. I mean hair. Yeah.
well, that's also a good question. Like, is it just a floppy tail that has nothing to it, or like, can I actually use it?
I don't. I feel like we can't talk about the specifics of any of the. Well,
regardless, it's behind you because it's a tail. So, you know.
I mean, it doesn't say where it grows out of. Technically,
No, a tail is on the. It's a tail. You're growing a tail. Just saying.
It's possible.
Hmm.
All right, I think I'm going with this. Okay, that's my final answer.
All right. Andrew, what do you got?
I got A5, B2, C3, B4.
Same.
You're doing it on purpose.
Yeah?
Yep.
We matched again? We matched last time too for Michael?
We matched at some point before, yeah.
Exact same?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah,
All
so
right.
I switched at the last moment, and I think you guys got a point out of it.
Nice.
That's the worst. You're fucked. Like, there's you're in the water, right? The water's moving, they're moving, you're screwed. Like, that's gonna hurt. That and this were flopped for me. I didn't know which way to. I figured I can't do anything about the tail, so what the fuck, right? And I'm at the point where I just don't care. If younger me probably would care that I had this tail that I can't remove, but now it's just like, yeah, fuck it. But yeah, that's what I came up with, and I have a lot of hair, and that would really suck.
What does that have
It's
to do with
tied in
that?
a ponytail. What?
Bats with the hair, they go after like the top of your head. They come at you.
What?
What? What
This
kind
is
of bats
fact.
are you hanging out with?
It is not
Bats,
fact.
bats that go after hair.
Hair bats.
Hair bats.
I
They're
don't
local to
think
Syracuse.
I see.
so.
Also, you could just, well, you both could do it. You could just drive a couple hours and go hang glide over Niagara Falls. That like sounds fun.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
totally do that.
I've been hang gliding. It was fun. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't think
I
the
think
Niagara Falls part is any scarier. I was like, sign me up.
Yeah, Michael prefers to grow a tail than to do hang gliding in Niagara Falls. Just saying.
No. I don't prefer it. There's nothing I can do about it. It says I cannot remove it. Like, what? Okay.
Yeah.
I just assumed, especially when Chris mentioned this, the tail prehensile, I was like, maybe it's like a cool nightcrawler tail.
Sure.
And then it's actually kind of awesome.
Yeah. It's not. It's going to be like the bulbous tail I drew on the raptor in one of our monstrosity episodes.
With
That's
hair
gonna be-
on top of that and probably some weird shit.
Yeah, it's going to be awful. It'll probably be blue.
Well, that would make it better.
Yeah,
To go
well,
with the
maybe.
end.
If it had a sweet little arrow in the end, though, like nightcrawlers, that would be pretty good.
Yeah. And honestly, I mean, if it wasn't for hang gliding, because that just seems fun and not like bad at all, being locked in a room with bats seems pretty fine. Like bats don't really do anything; they just kind of sit there. I don't know. I'd be like, nope. Well, I don't know about your weird Syracuse hair bats.
Hair bats. Look them up. Hair bats.
Oh my god.
Real things. Bats go after hair. I can't believe you guys got the same exact answers again, though. That's all right.
I still can't. Yeah, you punked us with the tail. Because you would voluntarily go hang glide too. That should have been your 2.
Yeah, maybe. But the only reason why was because there was nothing I can do about the tail.
You're so full of shit. You're basically saying you'd prefer to have a tail than go hang gliding. What is wrong with you?
I mean, I'm not saying I prefer it, but the card told me I can't do anything about it. Like, it's happening.
Yeah, but you're still assigning a like how much does it suck number to it.
This is true.
You're way more accepting of a thing that you're saying you would just live with than a thing you would actually want to do.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you are full of shit.
He's
No.
completely sabotaging.
It's all part of the game.
Oh, it's my turn. Okay, what do I got?
I mean, this is a very good point. It becomes a defense tool. So now it's really not as bad, but it's not that bad.
That's it.
So it is a Nightcrawler tail.
Yeah, there you go. I'm good with it.
I don't think you have control of it. I think your tail is like Barf from Spaceball. You can't control it.
Just yeah, that's how it would happen. All right, 3/4 of the way through. We are at 2, 4, 6, 7 for Andrew. 1, 2, 3 for Katia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for me. Ugh.
All right. Well, this is your chance to catch me.
All right, Andrew. Live with a nickname you hate. I mean, lost in the desert without water or protection. Have the same name as a famous killer. And learn the date of your death. Fuck that round.
Mm-hmm.
These are really close, right?
I'm not saying anything.
Yeah. As if he's going to try and help you.
Yeah, that was just stream of consciousness. I figured there was downtime, so I'd talk a little bit. Oh, man, that's... Switch those?
Don't do it.
I mean, I think I just did it.
All right.
Yeah, it's either going to go this way or the other way, so we'll see. Okay, I'm in.
All right. I'm going to go with A2.
A2.
B5.
5.
C3 and D4.
What the fuck with the C3s? Jesus.
Well,
You catch?
damn it. That's not good.
Yeah, it's not good. Yeah, you were right. And that's I didn't want to say anything. So I have A3, B4, C2, D5.
Oh, wow.
2 and 3 were really close, and 4 and 5 were really close. And you, like you said, flip flop them. I was like, which one's not so bad between 2 and 3? Which one's worse between 4 and 5?
Yeah.
Because I was like it was weird because 2 of them were about like your name, and I'm like, so my name is Jeffrey Dahmer. Like you can make a joke of it. You're like the serial killer, but not me.
Right.
Versus a nickname. I think that's not as bad as just people always calling you something like that would make me more angry if people.
And you would rather be lost in the desert without water protection than learning your death date?
No, other way.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would rather be lost in the desert without water protection. I think I'm just this is one is like more physical and one's more like psychological. But like, I don't know, psychologically, knowing when I'm gonna die, like for a second I was like, maybe that would be great, and I was like, nah, for me, it would be the worst. Like,
yeah, but so B is basically both at this point. Now you're lost in the desert with water protection, so now you know your death is probably looming in the next few days.
Yeah,
well, you could get rescued here. You're not getting rescued here. So I see the.
This is like, I mean, this is, and it's too bad Chris isn't on to talk about it. So I don't know if either of you have watched. See, thank you if you watched Star Trek: Strange New Worlds. But like, that's the whole conceit of the show, is that Pike knows like how he's going to die and when he's going to die, and it's like psychologically it's really interesting. And like, is it a good thing because like then you can like live your life freely the rest of that time with like without fear, or does it like consume you with anxiety and knowing?
Right.
So,
I think it has its benefits in a way, because like, I'm not saying I would want to know, but I think it has its benefit. For example, if you find out your death date is in like a year, aren't you gonna go out and like live that last year the fullest, rather than not knowing, and then you've like probably pissed away that year working, doing stuff you don't enjoy, and then boom, you die. Like, I don't know.
it was tough. Like, part of me thought maybe knowing when I'm going to die is like not the worst at all. Like, it's the best thing because then you can just fully embrace everything. But I think knowing who I am and just like how I would be anxious about it, I would be like, no, it would just end up consuming me and ruining my life. Also, it doesn't say you know how you're going to die, just when. So like, I mean, maybe if I knew I was going to die 10 years from now, the next 9 years are fine. And then that last year, it's like, oh, it's coming. And it's like, you start second guess everything you do every day. It's like what's going to lead to my death? I don't know. It just, thinking about it just makes me anxious. And I'm like, oh, it's the worst.
Fair enough.
I can see that Chris agrees, at least.
Yep.
Oh, it's going to be my turn.
It is your turn. Always have an offensive smell. That's great. Deathly allergic to sugar. Ride passenger in the Indy 500. And trapped in a ring with a raging bull. Eesh. It's like one of Chris's questions. Would you rather have an offensive smell or be allergic to sugar?
Oh, this is tough.
Yeah.
Tougher than I thought when they came out.
Good night, Steven.
Good
night, Steven.
All right.
Okay.
Mission control locked.
Yeah, right. I don't know what you're going to answer here.
Good. I don't want you to get any points. I'm going to give them all to Andrew.
No, he's winning.
Yeah, I don't care. I just don't want you to beat me.
Great. That's awesome.
But you've completely sabotaged like 2 rounds.
I have not. I've justified every one of my answers every round.
Yeah. Hair bat.
Oh.
I don't know what you're talking about. They're real.
If we're ever at the gathering and there's an opportunity to go hang gliding, you're not allowed to go.
No.
Why? I said I was okay with that.
Not until you get your tail.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you're getting the tail first before you come hang gliding with us.
Maybe I'll have a tail come April.
Then you can go hang gliding.
Okay. Might throw off the aerodynamics though, but
I mean, maybe it's like a bird's tail. It actually helps you steer or something.
That's not a bad idea. All right, what do you got?
I have A4, B2,
Don't.
C3.
Come on.
D5.
That's amazing.
You went all the same?
No, I just keep
No,
going
just the
D3.
fact that like 9 out of 10 answers that Andrew's given has been C3.
God damn it.
Completely
Oh,
opposite.
did Michael get the points?
He gets more. I think. Yeah. No, oh, it's the same. It's just you guys get different ones. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So A4, B3, C2, and D5.
Oh, we flip-flopped.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'll take the 2. Oh, that's it. Now I have no way of getting
definitely
Andrew.
worst of them all because yeah, you're getting a beating in there. And
Of those 4, it definitely seemed the worst.
Pardon?
Of those 4, I mean,
Yeah.
not as bad as some things we've had, but
yeah, and then the offensive smell. I figured like you're gonna end up alone. Nobody's gonna want to be with you. That's not a fun life at all.
yeah, it says always have it, so you can't hide it. With
Like
the
because
red
I
part.
thought, oh, maybe you can use stuff to cover it up. No, it says you always have it. Like it's there all the time. And then yeah, the sugar, I could get used to it, but it wouldn't be fun. And then the ride passenger, yeah, I would do that. I would pay to do that. So
But like this is go back to your tickle for 10 minutes being temporary. This is temporary. This is permanent. Why is this not worse than this?
because there's the possibility of death. Unlike the tickling. Like tickling, the worst part, like the worst that could happen is I pee my pants, like depending.
Okay.
This one, like I can't even stomach watching bullfighting, like or like those races in the street in Spain. Like when people get impaled, it turns my stomach upside down.
Yeah.
I would be petrified of being in there. Death is pretty permanent. Oh, Chris.
It's accurate. It is accurate.
It's true, Chris. They don't have sugar in Canada, just maple syrup.
Yes. Sugar-free maple syrup.
It's different. It's not sugar. It's maple syrup.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
It comes from a tree. It's a totally different ingredient, right?
It's true, yeah. It's
course.
healthy, right? A tree is a plant?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a natural product. It's organic.
Right.
And it comes from a plant.
Right. It's like hair bats. All right.
Yeah, the sugar one gave me pause for a second, but I was like, I mean, and it's in a lot of things, but you're like, yeah, you just learn to avoid it. You just eat vegetables and proteins and stuff. You just go keto, basically.
Yeah, it would suck, but you could do it.
Well, I could. Right. I don't think you could.
No, I don't think I could either, but I was like,
I don't think Michael could.
No, I'd rather jump in with the bull.
And grow a tail and
well, my tail could defend me from the bull. I mean, there's some probably not. It's probably not defending me from the bull. All right, last set of questions. On board a downed submarine. I'm going to assume that that's still underwater, not like in a museum somewhere.
That sounds underwater.
We had 2 water ones already.
Yep, caught in the mouth of a blue whale. Great. More fucking animals. Hear rats scurrying above your ceiling. More animals. And accidentally staple your finger. Huh. Huh. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. I'm in. Right. Wow, look at that.
Chris and Alan have the same answers.
Yeah.
That is not what I have.
That's what I have.
Really?
Yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2.
No shit. 5, 4, 3, 2. All right.
I went with 4, 5, 2, 3.
4, 5. Wow, so flipped like we were a couple rounds ago. Interesting.
We get a lot of points here. Or Michael could be punking us because, you know, rats and hair bats and stuff are all the worst.
No, someone is getting points. That person over here got that right. And got that right.
Uh-oh. Oh, do we flip-flop these two?
Ah, damn it.
2 and 2. 2 and 2.
Yep. Yeah, I figured you're probably dead if you're in the mouth of a whale. I've heard stories of people surviving, but I figured that was worse than the down submarine because the claustrophobia and the panic would set in pretty well, but I feel like that's the worst.
Well, and you figured that on the submarine they probably have escape like ways to they probably have some type of something to get you out. Maybe
You would think.
you would think
Scuba suits or something?
Something.
it's like a little like escape pod.
Yep. So 2 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Andrew, 11 points. Congratulations.
Woo,
Well
that
done.
was fun. That was fun. Yeah, I could hear Michael's thought process like, hey, you staple your finger, it hurts a little bit, and then you're done. That's no big deal.
I've actually done that, and it sucks. But it's of these, it's not. It's
To me, it's like
least of it.
but the rats are in a different room. They're not.
That they're in their ceiling and they could come down crashing into your hair with the bats.
There are hair rats.
Yeah, they hang out with the hair bats.
They're a little different than the hair bats. They're just a little bit off.
I don't know. I think you're a big wuss.
No, like rats in your ceiling sucks. Like I can't like the literal shit that's up there that you're gonna have to deal with. Like that's pretty bad. But I mean, not as bad. It's worse than stapling your finger.
That's when you move. That's probably why Chris moved, right? He had rats in the ceiling.
Yeah. Yep. That's why Chris has no hair because of the bats in Texas.
Jesus. Oh my God, yes. Chris said, I can't wait to make a new intro.
Great.
Yes.
That's awesome. That's going to be great.
Oh,
Chris, why are you even watching this? I'm so upset. Well, that is worst case scenario. That is super fun, and I'm glad Andrew won.
I'm glad I won too.
I'm relieved that he did as well.
But everyone had a good time, right?
Yeah. And we might have learned a little bit about each other.
Yeah.
Yes. We sure did.
I don't know if I need this. I don't need this other computer still on, do I? I can back out of it. Okay, backing out. All right. Not that you guys see anything of what's going on, but I just backed out of that thing because internet and me don't get along very well. All right. Do you want to do the color brain?
We can do a bit of color brain.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe not to like the full 10 points like last time. That took way too long.
That took a little bit of time. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna do the Disney one.
Okay.
Because last couple times I think we did the base one.
Yeah.
Also, Chris, remember I have access to the back of the studio as well, so I can learn how to do stuff. Just saying. Yeah. Oh, we should do. Yeah, we should probably play a worst case scenario at QSCon.
That would be fun.
Chris, stop teasing us with your back again, here again stuff.
I know. Like, it's fine. We get him for a little bit. It's better than nothing.
Also, I agree.
Thank you.
Thanks for popping in, Chris. We miss you.
Hope the move is going well.
I hope the rats are okay. Oh, are these all fucked? Oh, God damn it. Oh, these are all... The box got turned. God damn it.
No.
That's not good. All right, these I think we did. These we did not do. Maybe we did. All right, oh, fuck it.
Uh-oh. I messed up the focus.
Yeah, by taking a drink.
I'm gonna fix it by taking another drink.
That makes no sense.
How did that happen?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Wave at it, maybe.
Like focus. There it goes.
Hey,
Oh, there you go. Well done. Technology.
Think you can outsmart me?
yeah, that was the weirdest thing. You take a drink, all of a sudden it's like.
All right. Do you want me to split these up into Disney and Disney Pixar?
Nah, let's just do it random.
Yeah,
Just straight up randomness?
Random.
sure.
All right, because these are all split.
And then pick a number you want us to reach for winning.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay.
It occurs to me, maybe I'm wrong, but there's no reason why you can't play also, right? Because you just hold the
That
thing up.
one you can't.
Disney, I can't.
Oh.
Because
Okay.
when I hold the card up, so all right, so here's how we play this one. Basically, the contestants, you two, are going to be asked to provide a certain amount of numbers, or a certain amount of colors based on a number, certain amount of numbers. And then your clue is going to be from a movie and a certain thing. So what I'm showing you right now, I see the answer on the back.
Oh, okay. It's different
With-
from the base one.
With color brain, you can it's got that little thing that blocks it off. So
Right. Okay.
do we need to know the colors that you're using?
You want to go over them really quick?
Yeah, I'll tell them while you continue to fix your stuff. So
No, I'm good. All right, go ahead.
brown, green, black and white, orange, purple, yellow, blue, red, gray, and pink.
Okay. I'm just going to remember. I'm just going to write them down.
Yeah. Okay.
You're all Disney. Okay.
So there's no silver or gold or anything like that.
No silver and gold.
It's the rainbow, black, white, pink,
And brown.
And gray.
brown.
And
Oh,
gray.
Not indigo and violet.
No,
Right.
no.
It's purple.
Yeah, purple's purple.
Straight up colors.
All right. To make it fair. So for example, these two colors, if you know who they are in the movie, you would hold up gray and black because they are gray and black.
So he could just write them.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. The last time we played this, Katia, you beat Chris.
I did?
I have the top of my scorecard shows you getting to the end before Chris did.
Woo-hoo. Well, hopefully I can do it again.
So I'm going to start a new card, but you see Mickey's head there? There's some small Mickey heads and large Mickey heads.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to alternate Disney, Pixar, Disney, Pixar, Disney, Pixar.
Okay.
Disney, Disney, Pixar, Disney, Disney, Pixar. If that makes sense.
Completely.
Right? Because Disney's watching and I don't want to piss them off. Okay. Question number 1 will come from Disney. And it will be 101 Dalmatians. The classic.
Mhm.
You have to give me 2 colors that are Cruella de Vil's hair.
Okay.
All right, what do you got?
Black and white?
Black and white. It is.
Let's
So
start
we
with the easy one.
both get the point?
No, I think we should cancel it because it'll go too quick if you both get the point.
All right.
Okay.
So if you get it, you got to get it by yourself.
Okay.
All right, Disney Pixar. This one's going to come from Cars.
Ah, shit.
It's going to ask you for 1 color of Sally Carrera. These are not all easy, Dan.
No, they're not.
Which color was Sally?
Okay.
I have no idea. I wrote pink.
Yellow?
Pink and yellow are both incorrect. She was blue.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, those car questions, whenever they come up, it's like I know I'm not getting anything.
The one thing I will do is if there are doubled, like if the next Pixar question was also Cars, I'll shuffle that through. So there won't be back to back same movie, at least.
Fair.
All right. We're going back to Disney and we're going to that popular one, Frozen. The inside of Olaf's mouth. I don't make these up. One color, the inside of Olaf's mouth.
Come on, Andrew. In summer, the song from the movie.
Nope.
Sure. Okay.
You got?
I think it's black.
You are both incorrect. Its lighting is not going to do it justice at all.
No. What is
blue?
Blue?
What? That looks gray.
I mean, I can't get it to do what it needs to do, but I'm looking at it and it's blue.
I thought it was black.
Also, you can go to Disney.com and complain.
The dispute.
All right. So that was
I should hide the I'm gonna hide the comments in case I see something that's
Pixar, Disney, Pixar. So we're gonna go to Pixar. We are going to go to The Incredibles.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go for 3 colors.
Mm-hmm.
It's Mr. Incredible's original hero suit.
Okay.
not 100% sure.
Okay, we got
Black, yellow, and blue.
black, yellow, and blue is incorrect.
Red, yellow, and blue. Blue, yellow, red.
Red, yellow, and blue is also incorrect.
Ooh. Ah! Damn it. I knew it was a blue suit, but
Yeah. Really blue.
Close.
all right.
It is possible that some of these have been asked. The box was turned sideways and the cards were kind of meh. So maybe.
You still got it wrong, and I've been on the show before.
This is true.
And I've watched most every episode.
Right. So yeah, if you get them wrong, it's on you at that point.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to the old classic Hercules from Disney.
Oh shit.
Hercules.
Hercules. How about Hades' hair?
Okay.
One color.
Which one's Hades?
I cannot give you any clues.
Ooh, I might get a point.
Yeah, you just might.
You got a 1 in 11 shot of getting it right.
White?
Blue. It's blue flame, right?
White is incorrect.
Oh. Yeah. I don't even remember that character, so
He's the bad guy.
Lighting is atrocious.
I don't know that I've ever seen Hercules the cartoon actually.
Oh, that's pretty good. Zero to Hero. I don't know. There's some other songs.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen it.
It's good. It's got a Pegasus and
Hercules.
Meg.
Dionysus. Dionysus. I forget how to pronounce it.
It's got all the gods.
Yep.
Zeus and
They're all in there.
they're all in there.
I mean, whoever cast Dionysus as what's his name? I just lost him. Danny DeVito was pretty spot on. That was good. All right, we got our first point. We are going over to Pixar, and we're going to Monsters University.
Okay.
Mike Wazowski's eye color.
In Monsters University, not Monsters Inc. Like,
Nope, this specifically says Monsters University.
but maybe his eye color changes. He gets like a contact lens or something.
He does have a contact lens.
He
That's
does.
right, he does.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a colored contact. I don't remember that. All right, I should write down that thing. Okay.
Is it blue?
Is it blue?
Is it blue? No,
Is it?
it's green.
Really?
Yeah,
That looks pretty blue.
I know. You can't tell in the camera. It's green, though.
I mean, it doesn't matter. We both put the same thing, so
Right.
we were both right. We were both right.
And you're both wrong.
Yeah, but it's
Okay.
more than right.
Or yeah, that's true. The Jungle Book. I don't even know this one. One color. Hathy Jr.'s hair.
Who?
Yeah.
Right. Yep.
Me too. Huh?
Now, if you said Hathy Senior,
Yeah.
I still wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, when I'm looking at the picture, so I know now, but I would not have.
Sure.
If you said that, I still wouldn't. That's good.
Yeah.
That was good.
What do you got?
Black.
Black is incorrect.
That was just a guess.
He's. Oh, I pictured it was a human.
I was just like, I don't know. Brown is a jungle color.
It worked.
It was like
He's
brown or
loving
green.
when I'm wrong. I can tell.
What?
What? What are you talking about?
No idea what you just said. All right. We're going to Pixar. We're going to Toy Story. And I need one color of Mr. Potato Head's ears.
Oh. I'm gonna go with my first guess.
Pink?
Pink?
Damn it,
Pink
Andrew.
is correct.
Okay.
I needed you to get that wrong.
Good job.
I went with my first guess. Glad it was right.
That was a good one. All right. I need one color from the movie Cinderella. The fairy godmother's cloak.
Oh shit, I think I know that. I've never seen this movie, but I think I know that one. I think I do.
I have a guess.
Is it blue?
And then white?
Is it blue?
I can't tell. Okay.
I know the color sucks. It's blue.
Yes!
All right.
Finally.
I couldn't remember if it was like blue on white or white on blue. You got it backwards.
All right. The shutout is no longer.
That's good. That's good.
All right. 2-1. That was Disney. This is Pixar. This is for Wally. One color of Eve's eyes.
Evie. Ready? Blue.
Blue it is.
Yeah. That was
Good
pretty
job. We're going to Zootopia.
Okay.
Oh,
Need one color. The fur of Flash. The fastest sloth working at the DMV.
Brown.
right.
Brown is incorrect.
What?
What?
It is
Oh, it's
gray.
Okay. Sure.
I'm surprised that on that card they actually tell you who the character is, because in the other ones they don't.
Right. Yeah, and the other ones, well, they're more generic questions too, right?
Well,
Yeah,
no, but
okay,
the
but-
little Hathy from Jungle Book, I was like, I have no idea who that is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you meant the other, like, colorblind. They don't show you
No, I
pictures.
just mean it's weird that this one they actually tell you who that character is,
Yeah.
and we still messed it up.
Mhm.
Yeah,
All right.
they're very specific about that.
Yeah.
Very. Don't mess with Disney. Let's go to the Good Dinosaur.
Okay.
Give me one color for Arlo.
All right.
The green? Yeah.
No?
He's
Yeah.
green.
What?
You guys are getting him wrong at the right time and right at the wrong time.
What do you mean?
Like when you get it wrong, if the other person gets it wrong, no one gets a point.
Yeah,
but you're getting it right when the other person gets
That's
it right.
what happened last time. That's why I said you shouldn't do the whole score track because we're gonna be here like the whole time.
Well, we'd be done already, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We played 12 rounds, so we'd be done.
Yeah, but you could just shorten the track.
Yeah, I mean, we could play to 5 if you want. I'm just saying, like, it would have went too quickly.
I think at this point, if we're at 2-1, I would go to 5, and whoever reaches 5 is the winner. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Good with that? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just because we don't get points when we're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if we tie, then it's sudden death.
Sudden death. Well, no, you'll reach 5 first, or I'll reach 5 first.
No,
Right?
we could both be at 4 and right, we can't.
No, I guess so.
No, we
Yeah.
can't because we're not getting points that way.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, someone would win. Yep.
Someone's gonna win.
Right.
Math is tricky.
This could make up a big difference right now. This is
I have COVID. What do you want from me? My brain doesn't work anymore.
Oh, you're also on the West Coast, so it's 3 hours earlier than us. So
Yeah, I'm way more tired. I blame that.
all right, give me 3 colors for Mushu.
Who the hell is Mushu?
Oh, come on.
Do you realize I haven't seen that movie since I was like the age of babysitting children? Probably been 20 years since I've seen that.
But Mushu should definitely stick into your brain.
It
The
is
only
weird.
thing I
That,
can think
is
of,
weird
but
that-
the little dragon. How many colors are we looking for?
I'm looking for 3.
I don't know what colors here. Oh my god. Okay. This is not gonna go well, but I gotta try.
Or it'll
Is
go
it
great.
Red, yellow, and black.
Red, yellow, and black is incorrect.
Well, we're both wrong.
It's red, yellow, and blue.
Oh,
No. I don't know.
killing me.
He's got black dots in his eyes, and I mean,
True.
they asked for the eye color of Mike, but the eye color of Mushu doesn't count.
Nope. Well, also the eye color of Mike was black and green, but they didn't count the black because black's not a color.
Dear Walt Disney, make up
Dear
your
Disney.
mind what counts as a color.
All right.
Who makes Color Brain?
Big potato. Big potato.
Potato?
Is it Big Potato?
I think so.
Big Potato Games. Yep. All right. Bugs Life. Pixar. One color for Flick.
I think I know this. I know it.
We'll see.
Blue. Yes,
Oh,
we're
right.
both right.
You guys know your stuff when you know it, though.
Yeah.
All right. Neither of you are getting this one.
Oh,
Ooh, challenge accepted.
yeah.
Cinderella or Alice in Wonderland. I'm not getting it either. Alice in Wonderland.
There's a paragraph on it.
Yep. I need 2 colors for the Cheshire Cat's stripes when first encountered by Alice in the tree.
Yeah, I love how sometimes they're so specific and sometimes they're just like Mushu.
Yeah. Just
Not,
Arlo.
not Mushu the dragon, the mascot of Mulan.
Right. Nope. Just Mushu.
All right. He seems pretty confident we're not getting it.
I mean, I'm writing down 2 colors.
Are they the right colors?
I went with blue and black.
I went with blue and white.
You got neither of them correct.
So it's not blue, black, or white? Oh, clearly not.
Shit. Huh. Well then.
Okay.
All right. Let's go over to Finding Nemo. I need 1 color.
Oh my God. What?
Remember Pearl? And this one,
yeah.
it like knows you, Andrew. It's specifically saying not the eyes.
Yes, I did. See this one? I know. Yep. Okay, the eyes don't count.
She's like, I ate myself or something.
All right. Is it 1 color, right?
I think
it is 1 color.
I think.
Oh, Andrew.
Well, I hope we're both right at least. Were you right? Yeah. It still feels good to be right.
Of course it does.
It feels more good to be right when someone else is wrong.
That's usually you want to be right when other people are wrong. One of my favorite Disney movies.
Jeez,
Are you for real? That's like everybody knows that it's yellow. No, I'm just kidding.
All right.
Blue.
Yeah, it's blue.
All right. That was so easy.
Speaking of genies, does anybody watch What We Do in the Shadows, the TV show?
Yep.
Have you watched the new season?
I have not.
Oh, okay. I just started it.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
Yeah.
They introduce a genie in the new season.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
It's pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, I got to get on that. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 more Pixar things available to me.
Is it still 2-1?
It is still 2-1.
We're rocking it.
Yeah, you guys are really good at this. You're just balancing each other out, right? Like every time one person gets it.
Yeah.
All right, Disney Bolt. That's a popular one.
Mm-hmm.
1 color.
Not including the pupil.
Nope. And it's just top decking it. I'm not doing this
sure
on purpose. I would not know.
No idea. Like I don't think I've seen the movie.
This is where we're gonna get the points for the random guesses where we're both just shot in the dark.
And the shot in the dark goes to.
Oh shit! Wait. Yes.
Nice.
Oh my God. I do have lucky guesses. We found that out when I play against Chris.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
Just like that, we're all tied up.
Just like that. All right, back to The Incredibles. I need 5 colors.
Jeez.
The Incredible suits.
We'll get this.
You helping us there?
No.
Yeah.
Pretty sure this was in the other color brain.
It's possible.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, what do you got? You all should have yellow, black, and orange.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then add red and white to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we both have it. Yep.
Yeah.
We're both rocking it. Let's
Well
face
done. All right, here's an older one. Sleeping Beauty. Good luck.
Oh, shit.
I need 2 colors. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Gem colors in the crown she's wearing when she sleeps. I will give you a point for each one you get right.
Okay.
Unless we both get them both right?
Then you get nothing.
Hold on.
Well, wait, what happens if one of us gets one right and one of us gets the other? I don't.
Okay, I
I'm
don't know.
making shit up.
All right. Are you both gonna match blue?
Blue and red and blue and green. And honestly, you got one each.
All right. So does that mean we don't get points, or
We both get a
one?
point. Advance us both 1 point.
Yeah, I'm giving you each a point.
That
I
works.
guess the green ones are up there. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I get to fill in.
We got different ones, so.
You did. You didn't cancel out the green. You didn't cancel out the red. All right. 3-3. Ready. Back to Toy Story. Wow. 2 colors for Andy's cowboy hat.
My.
Didn't we do that already? And
Your cowboy hat.
Every time I get it wrong. Andy's cowboy hat.
2 colors. Your cowboy hat. A while back, Vans did a collaboration with Toy Story, and they have these brown shoes with like a cactus on the side, and the sole of the shoe is a see-through, and it's got Andy written on the bottom.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I got 2 pairs. One I haven't worn, and the ones that I do wear, it's starting to like separate the sole from the leather, so I can't really wear them that often, but they are kind of fun. All right, Andy's cowboy hat. Come on.
I don't know. Is it brown and yellow?
It is not.
Is it red and yellow?
It is not.
Is it red and white? Damn it.
Oh, shit. I get it wrong every time. I can't remember what color his hat is for some reason.
I knew it was red. I didn't know what the trim was.
Yeah, the white. I was thinking yellow.
I thought it was yellow or brown or black. I was like, it's red and something.
All right. You know Ursula from The Little Mermaid, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I want 1 color of her nail polish.
All right. We both didn't get it? Oh, son of a bitch.
Matches their lipstick.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
It totally does.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, it looks orange. Her lipstick looks orange from here, but
it's also my camera. It's probably garbage. All right, cars.
All right.
1 color.
This is where you get. This is where you like bump a point for you. The main color of Cruz Ramirez.
What color was Cruz?
I don't know. I have no idea.
You gotta guess.
1 in 11 shot.
All right.
You can do it.
No, I just switched. Is it seriously yellow? Oh my god! I originally had orange and I switched it last minute.
I knew it was yellow.
Oh my god.
Took the point away.
Yes, good
Yeah,
job.
I just robbed you from it.
How do you feel about Sleeping Beauty?
Not good.
I mean, is it 2 colors and we can split the points again?
It is 1 color.
No.
And it is Prince Philip's cape.
Oh my god.
Sure.
Very confident guess on that one. Ooh.
Which movie did you say this one was? Sleeping Beauty. Fuck, I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure the last 2 times you said I have no idea, you got them right. So, what do you got?
Red?
Red.
Christ, it's unbelievable.
It's a
Bullshit.
cape. I figured, I don't know.
It's a good answer. All right, Inside Out.
Ah, shit.
1 color. The Dream Director. What color was the director?
I don't know.
Mm,
I've only seen that movie once and it wasn't very good, so I've like blocked it out of my mind.
Not that bad.
it's great. I love it.
It wasn't good, no.
Oh, I love it. It's really good.
Green.
Blue.
Oh my god.
All right, Snow White. How do we feel about Snow White?
Better
It's
than
old.
Sleeping Beauty.
I need to get more Pixar's in here, I think.
And what are we looking at?
Well, I'm looking for another Pixar
Oh,
that we haven't done because now I'm down to 1 more Pixar. That's fine. We'll just rock out Disney for the rest of the thing. All right, so Disney, Snow White and the 7 Dwarves. I need 1 color of the Princess Horse. That was a confident pull right there.
yeah.
Don't mess
Doesn't
around,
mean
Andrew. She's got this
Doesn't
one.
mean I'm right. I'm going with white.
Someone has the right answer.
It's probably not me. Oh shit.
Hair.
That
I
puts it at
I
4.
second guessed. I was like, white seems obvious, but maybe that's too obvious.
Kind of like a red cape.
Yeah. That one I knew. The horse, I was like, I don't remember.
I had no idea what he looked like. That was a guess.
Again, I guess, and you got it right.
'cause it's
Amazing.
like he's royalty. His horse, chances are, it's
Sure.
white.
Okay.
That's my thought process.
So this could be for the win then, Andrew.
Okay. It's okay. I won the
Monsters
other
Inc.
game.
1 color from Monsters Inc. Mr. Waternoose's vest.
Damn.
Here we go.
Hmm.
We have 1 locked.
No pressure.
Yeah, I don't think I have this one.
Great.
Mhm.
What
Green?
do you got?
Red.
Someone's got it right.
It's not me. Yeah.
Ooh.
There you go.
Camera being out of focus.
It
Yeah,
is
one more time.
back to tied up 4-4.
There you go. You're good.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
there we go.
This could do it.
Gotta keep
All
it
right.
interesting.
Now it's just going to be
For the win.
Disney because I'm not going to go through and find Pixar that we haven't used yet. So I'm going to rock Disney until someone wins.
Okay.
To start it, we're going to go with Fantasia.
Oh, fuck.
All right.
I don't
I
think I've ever seen that.
I want 2 colors
Oh
Oh,
my God.
for the Sorcerer's Hat. This is pretty iconic.
Is it though?
Yep.
now I'm thinking about when we played the Sorcerer's Arena game and
Yep.
Mickey figure and like what?
Yeah, yeah, this is a complete guess. I've never seen this.
Well, that means she's got it right, Andrew.
Well, I still don't remember. I'm still guessing.
I'm going blue and white. Yeah,
Uh,
okay. I remember Mickey having a blue and white magic hat in something.
yeah.
So he's a sorcerer in that movie.
He's
I mean, it's the sorcerer. He's the sorcerer's apprentice. That's the he puts on the sorcerer's hat.
Yeah, I have no idea. But all right, we're tied for
Kept
this.
yourself alive.
Yeah,
I did. I did.
you did. So did you, though. Technically, I mean,
Yeah. I feel pretty confident. I feel like Katia, you were like, not sure.
yeah, that's
I'm
pretty
going
iconic.
off of like images that I've seen, but I've never sat down and watched that movie ever.
Well, how do you feel about Dumbo?
Not great either.
All right,
That's really far.
Got big
I want
ears.
2 colors
Mm-hmm.
for the ringmaster's jacket.
All right. I'm gonna go with this. I don't know why, but those are the colors that come to mind.
This could end at any moment.
Okay.
Red and yellow.
Black and yellow.
Oh shit.
Red and black.
Okay, so we're tied.
Yeah, so no, that was a cancel. I didn't offer up the point each on that one. Although, let me see what I can do here. Hold on. Oh, a 5 color. Ooh, this is a good one.
Okay.
This is a good one. All right,
So many.
5 colors. This is tough. Beauty and the Beast.
Mm-hmm.
You know Mrs. Potts?
Mm-hmm.
All right. 5 colors, Mrs. Potts.
Fuck.
Yep.
Kidding me here?
And I will give you 1 point for each correct answer.
All right.
So we'll say this is the final round because I'm pretty confident you're not going to get all 5.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
This is yeah.
This is
gonna
a
happen.
good way to end it. Let's see how many we get.
I'd probably
You
get
have yours? You have yours written?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, what do you got?
Pink, purple, blue, yellow, and white.
Pink, purple, blue, yellow, and white. Andrew, what do you got?
White, pink, yellow, black, red.
White, pink, yellow, black, red. All right, we can cross off red. And you can cross off black.
Oh, uh-oh.
You can keep the white, yellow, and purple.
Ooh. I got
Oh,
white,
then-
yellow, and purple.
I only got white and yellow. Oh, is there pink?
Oh, there was pink.
Oh, I
Okay.
have pink.
Oh,
And there's
you
blue.
win.
Oh, did I get them? Get out of here.
You got all of them?
I got
Yeah.
all of
Wow, you crushed it.
them.
I only got 3. Nice. Crushed it.
Well done.
Oh, that's epic.
That was good. That was really
Oh
good.
my God. What's
Well
funny is you
done.
showed the picture, and that is not at all the teapot I was picturing. I was picturing a teapot with flowers on it, and I thought, yeah, purple, pink, and yellow, okay, and then some white in there, and maybe a little bit of blue. I just, in my mind, I had a completely different teapot.
Uh-oh. We're all here?
Yeah.
Okay.
What happened?
It froze for a second for me.
Oh,
Oh, no, you're still with us.
probably me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I'm
well,
just coloring
well
in the finals.
That was fun.
Final score: Andrew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Katia 9.
good game. Good games. Good games.
Yeah, every collector's dream. I mean, she's pretty iconic. I don't know that 5 colors. That's rough, right? Because the blue is even
Will you show the picture again?
really low on the thing. You're not gonna see it with this fucking lighting.
Oh, I can see the little blue,
Yeah,
It's
like
in
the
the
blue is
purple.
down there, and the
purple, and the pink, and the yellow.
yeah, like all 5 colors are there, right? Pink, purple, blue, white, and then the yellow is the gold.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel a little robbed though, because that's one of those they didn't count the black.
this is true. The eyes.
Yeah.
But there's no red. There's definitely no red.
Oh, for sure.
Wait, I mean, there's lipstick.
Yeah, I'm calling bullshit on this one.
Nope.
There's like 7 colors there. There are like 5 of the 7 colors that are on the
Disney.
character.
Yeah,
Call Disney.
Dear Mr. Walt.
There's really no other. I'm going through the rest of the Disney deck. There's no other 5 color. There's a 4 color.
I think I like the regular version better than the Disney Pixar version.
Very specific, right?
Yeah.
But it also, and we've pointed out, it also is very American centric, right? So there are a lot of color or questions that were very specific to this country, and if you're playing it with other people, it might not lend itself to their country. But like Disney is kind of universal.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Disney is universal. I didn't do that on purpose.
One day it probably will be.
I probably.
Or vice versa.
Yeah, vice
One
versa.
day we're going to be Disney. So
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, who's left for Disney to buy at this point?
Star
Warner
Trek.
Brothers and Universal, and that's about it.
Yeah. Once they get Star Trek, it's over.
Nah.
That's CBS.
They wouldn't acquire that.
Paramount, I guess.
Paramount, yeah.
I guess there's enough entertainment conglomerates still left out there. I don't know. Have you all watched She-Hulk?
No.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Haven't watched it yet.
It's
But
good.
I've heard.
Yeah.
I've heard mixed. I've heard a lot of mixed, but
I think people were on the fence. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I think people were on the fence because of the trailers and like some of the CGI wasn't super great.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's spoiler to say, like, I think it's good. It's still not like super amazing, but I think the story is really fun and it's going in a fun direction. So
yeah, I'll probably watch it at some point, just not yet.
they're short too. They're only like half-hour episodes. They're not that long. They're kind of like, it's kind of paced like a sitcom, so they go quick.
that's good.
You know.
Cool. Yeah, I gotta catch up on so many things because we have to have there's so much stuff I haven't been able to talk about because I haven't watched. It's not good.
Have you still not watched Spider-Man No Way Home or Doctor Strange or
Oh my God! Seriously.
Thor Ragnarok? Not Thor Ragnarok. Thor whatever.
Probably
Haven't-
watching Lock and Key. 'Cause there's
Love
a-
and Thunder. I haven't watched Lock and Key yet.
I haven't watched that.
Lock and
No.
Key, I love. I love that. I love it.
Here, I'm gonna set one up for you. So Katya, how do you feel about Sandman?
Yeah, that's a snooze fest. Literally.
Really?
Like, I can't even get past the guy's voice. He talks and I'm like, it's just instant.
I really
haven't
hope
watched
not.
it, but I've
Damn it.
never read any of the comics either. So
Yeah, I didn't read the comics, but man, like that is, yeah. And just
I love Neil Gaiman. Almost everything he's done has been amazing. So I hope they haven't fucked it up.
everyone who seems to know anything about the character stuff seems to really like it. So I wonder if it's just like if you don't have any affinity to the characters of the comics or anything.
yeah,
it's a little
because it
bit harder to
definitely
get
feels,
into.
it definitely feels when you start watching the show, it feels disjointed for somebody who doesn't know what it's about. Like, yeah, sure, they explained a little bit of it, but I felt like the storyline in the first couple episodes was a little bit like all over the place, and they're putting characters I don't care about. So it's I don't know. It's not for me. It's fine. Yeah.
It's good.
There's too much stuff to watch.
There's so much stuff to watch.
Yeah, I'm not gonna waste hours on a show that puts me to sleep.
That's funny that a show called the Sandman.
Sandman puts me to sleep. Yeah.
Literally put you to sleep.
You'll see what I mean. As soon as you like watch it and hear the guy's voice, you'll be like, okay, I can kind of see that.
Who's the actor that's putting you to sleep?
The main guy, the Sandman himself, Morpheus or whatever.
Like
The main
the
dude.
real actor.
I don't know what his name is. He's probably also like taking a voice. Like he's probably, I don't think he talks like that in real life. He's probably like changing it a little bit. But
Mm.
man, yeah.
Like Christian Bale as Batman.
Maybe not to that extent. But...
Or Tom Hardy as Bane too.
Oh, yeah,
as ridiculous as it is, I kind of love the Bane voice.
That was
It
so
worked.
brutal.
It worked though for what he was doing. It worked. Yeah, Christian Bale though is, I don't know.
Yeah, that was rough.
Oof. I still gotta watch the Batman too. Oh, I'm so behind.
Oh, you haven't seen the whatever
Wait,
the Twilight vampire guy one?
I have not seen Diamond Plated Batman yet.
Oh, I haven't either.
It's long. It's good, but it's like a full 3 hours long.
Yeah.
So it's like you gotta or take a break, watch it
Yeah.
in parts. It was really good though.
Hmm.
I quite enjoyed it.
I
started
saw something
watching,
about.
Only Murders in the Building.
Oh yeah, that looks great. I mean, Steve Martin, that combination, those two are great together.
It feels like something that someone else, like in watching it, I was like, someone should make a game out of this.
Mm.
Because it's just a murder mystery and stuff
Yeah.
to uncover. I want to call up my friends at US Apple. It's like, you should just make a clue game for this because it kind of already is one.
Yeah, basically, right?
And it's a popular show. Like, there you go. There's some free licensing advice. Go make that.
Go make that game, sure.
Well, they just did a second season, so I think it's going to keep going. I'm going to do different murder every season, I guess. I don't know. It's pretty fun.
Oh, the season is one murder?
I think I'm only like halfway through the first season.
Oh.
The second season just aired, so I assume that there's another only murder in the building.
That's pretty cool. Huh. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. All right. I think that's everything I got.
Yeah. I'm ready for bed.
Yeah, full 3 hours without Chris.
Who
Yeah.
needs it?
Yeah, amazing.
Need them.
Keep
No, I
popcorn.
hope everything's going well with him and his house is not infested with rats in the ceilings, nor bats. That would suck.
Hair bats.
But yeah, thanks for coming on the show. And
Absolutely. As always, thank you for having me. It's fun. I missed you guys. Like I said, I had to go back and catch up for the last couple weeks, but I'll be around. And then I know we talked about it a little bit off camera, and sometimes we talk about like where people will be coming up, but I'm probably going to be at Essen. So for anybody watching or watching later, I mean, boo, but yay.
No, that's awesome. Essen should be a great time, and we could talk about it when you come back for sure.
Yeah. I don't know if Chris is going.
No, we're still trying to push Chris to come to QSCon.
Right.
I think Katia said something about going to do drywall in order to get him here. I don't know.
Okay.
Like in the chat, in one of our
I
chats.
had to be last week. I think I already missed my window.
Oh, was it last week? Oh, there was something said. Chris was like, he was doing some home repair, house repair or something. And he said, well, if you come, are you going to come here and do whatever? And she said, I'll do that if you're coming to QSCon.
Oh.
So. We keep raising the bar every week as we get closer. We're trying to get him here, so
Yeah.
we'll see. And if not that I want anything to fall apart with your trip to Essen, but obviously if something does, I'd love to have you around.
Yeah. If it doesn't happen, I will definitely be there.
Cool. Yeah, a lot of stuff going on. I mean, it's kind of off. I want to say con season, right? Starts with Gamma, but Gamma's later next year than it normally is. And then you got Origins and you got Gen Con, and then you're going into Essen and BGG Con and Shucks is coming up. Like there's still a lot of awesome conventions happening depending on where you are on the planet.
Yeah, we have PAX West here in Seattle this weekend, and Dragon Con is also this weekend. And I know you had Fan Expo in Toronto last weekend. So, and some of these are not quite as heavily focused on board games, but I know a fair amount of people who will be at PAX West. So if I'm feeling better, I might pop in for a day at least to see some people. And then when PAX Unplugged is, it's a couple months away, but early December.
Yeah.
Will you all be there?
2nd to the 4th, yeah.
Yeah, should be.
Okay, I might try and come out for that.
Oh, nice. That'll be good. If you do, we'll catch up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we got QsCon end of September, and then the week after, I think October 8th, whatever that next weekend is Retro Game Con, and that's more focused on retro gaming, but has a tabletop presence that our local store does. For those that know Jason, he takes care of that side, but they have roughly 7,000 people that go to that one. So that's a big one in the area too.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Like big names. Over the years, they had the voice actor for Mario, and I think the Master Chief is the guy that voiced the Master Chief has been here, or that might've been the year that it was canceled because of COVID. He was due to be here, but they get pretty big guests, a lot of geek culture bands too, like nerd bands, big names. They come, so it's a big thing. And then you go into, I think Shucks is same weekend as QsCon, and BGG Essen's the week after, and then BGG is the month after. Like it's crazy.
There's still stuff to do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I think we talked a little bit before the show too, off camera, that it's really neat to think about. Every weekend, there's something you can do if you're in the hobby.
Mm-hmm.
Almost every weekend. I'm sure there are a couple that aren't, but almost every weekend there's something, whether it's the big 50,000 Gen Con or your small local, couple hundred people in your community putting a board game convention together. There's always something to do in almost every weekend.
Yeah.
Depending on where you are. It's crazy. I mean, it's great. It's awesome, but it really comes, like you said, Dragon Con and PAX West are the same weekend. Like, which one? What do you do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been that way for a long time. Just the Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
Has always sort of offered both of those.
Mm-hmm.
You're in Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
We need to talk.
Okay.
Let's do that some other time. I need to go to bed.
Yeah, I just when you said Labor Day weekend, something triggered.
Okay.
So thanks for hanging out, everyone that was in the chat and playing along with us and commenting along the way, especially Dan at the end lit it up. Andrew, always a pleasure. Thanks for your time.
Always a pleasure. Thank you.
Are we hopping on the Discord?
I'm probably not today, but
all right. Usually after the show, we go into the Discord, into the Bat Cave. I'm gonna name it the Hair Bat Cave. And chat a little bit. Chris will lose his mind. I'm actually going to do that. So if you're coming to the Discord, we talk some more because 3 hours isn't enough. If not, if you're watching this later, we still are active on the Discord every day. So come hang out over there. And we'll see you all soon.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Night.
Bye.